Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Throwback Thursday. Today, we are going to 1995 for another
All the way to
CCG
95.
classic from, I believe, Lear is
Now,
the company that had the rights to this. It's called Overpower. Overpower CCG. This is a collectible game. Came out a couple years after Magic the Gathering that started it all, and it is set in one of many universes: Marvel, DC, and even Image Comics. Is that what it's called?
it seems,
Let me look.
if it's Spawn, I
It is
remember Spawn
Image.
from my youth.
It is Spawn. So here's the thing
Something else,
about this is it started with Marvel,
right?
and
As
then
all things do.
they added DC and they added a fourth stat. So they had to go back and do like a revised edition of the original stuff because there was an intellect stat that they added. Because there were characters, particularly in the DC universe, apparently that like Lex Luthor, they were like the four main stats here. If we can pull up Superman, any stat card of Superman will be fine. He's got an energy stat, a fighting stat, a strength stat, and an intellect stat. So they added that intellect because there were some characters that like
Didn't
weren't
have it.
energy, fighting, or strength. Lex
Yeah.
Luthor being a really good example of that.
Yep.
Anyways, it's 90s. It's crazy. I didn't really even know this existed. We posted about it, and the number of people that have been responding and saying, "Oh my God, this was my childhood.
This was the
I
one."
was obsessed with this. This is amazing," has been remarkable.
Yeah. Hey, and just real quick, thanks everyone for joining us. I see the chat's rolling in, so hello everybody. It's been quite a week, has it not? One of the things that we want to cover is there's no discernible way to know anything about what's going on with these cards by looking at them. There's not a card number. There's not hardly even a year on most of these. Sometimes it's just a portrait.
So, can you give me a top down? Let's show one example really quick.
Oh, sure, we can do it. We don't even have to be top down.
Do we have an example of it?
What do we got? Well, I mean, I don't think we have an example of the thing. Well, pull up even that Superman card.
I was gonna.
It's fine. I mean, look.
Yeah, that's right. It's Superman. It's not numbered.
This Professor X. Actually, this might be because it's kind of like a proxy or whatever from Colby. But I've got nothing on this here, right? So like, there's like 20 different Supermans, and you have no idea which one. So usually when we come in to do all the production for the live streams, right, we have to collate all the cards and get all the card images and do the magic. So the cards you see on the table and the cards that you're going to see popped, we're going to try our best to make sure that they're aligned.
But Lord help us.
But we're all in this together today, so
the other
give
thing
us
is
some
that
patience if you would.
the primary card in the decks are, I believe they're called boost cards, and they essentially like. I have this boost card here. It's got that starbursty symbol that's for energy on that we saw in Superman earlier.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
Yeah, that's
go.
what I was saying. Give me the top
You're
down.
correct. Yeah.
So you can see it's got, and it's kind of like a playing card where it's got it on both sides, so that both players on both sides of the fence can read it, which is nice. But essentially, these are, I think they're called boost cards. Proper terms is going to be wrong here, so pardon me for that. But essentially, that's how you like basically add stuff to your stats. But that's all this does, and there's not a name for this, so there's no way. Normally, when we do these throwbacks,
Power card.
power cards, any card that we play, we can pop up on the screen so you can read it in case you can't see it. Hopefully, you can. It looks like a pretty good table shot here, so that's nice. So we'll try to like show that, but there's no way for me to call on this for it to be popped up because what would you even call that? Like
the power card with the 5 with and I don't know, Marvel or
yeah, because like the thing is, there's this one with Batman on it, and it's like it's got 3. It's literally it's
a wild.
It can be any of those stats. So I can't just say like, oh, the card that's 3 energy, because like some 3 energies have other stats on them, and some of them have like 2, or you get it. You get any combination.
I absolutely get it. Yeah, and shout out to Colby. I see Colby in the chat here. Hey, shout out to Colby. Colby sent us these decks, so we can all thank Colby for doing that. Send us these decks. Send us a nice sheet telling how to play them, and that's why we're here. So thank you, Colby. It does take a while, obviously, to work it through the pipes of the stream, but we're here. We're here, and we're on a Thursday, and we're ready to do this.
We're ready to throw back. Now, before I dive in, I'd love to know from the people watching,
pull us out
how many people played this when it was actually active? Because here's a little history. Came out in 95. And then for 2 years, Lear continued to produce that. So they added DC, then they added Image Comics, which is where you get stuff like Spawn. And then they essentially, I think, Marvel took back the rights to make stuff. Mm-hmm. And then I saw some cards. Oh my goodness, Steven, I saw some cards. It was obvious that someone who didn't make cards was making these cards. The last set was like an X-Men set, and like the templating and the art choices, and like, it wasn't like, what does the word kitsch mean?
Like cute, but ultimately
It wasn't like nostalgic
trendy.
90s card kitsch. It was like bad decisions looking.
Okay. Yeah.
It,
Well,
it would be like
join the
if,
'90s, would you?
it'd be like if a card game went south and they put out more sets anyway, and so then they brought in like random people who had no idea what was going on to put this thing out.
That's not what we're doing here, is it?
No.
Okay.
But then what you'll see is some of our cards have these like little slips in them. Like this Green Lantern that I have has a printed thing. Because like most card games that have any kind of community going, they find a way to keep living.
Oh, so some of these are print on demand.
Some of these are print on
fan.
demand, community fixed. Because again, part of it is the early sets didn't even have a 4-stat. And so like the games weren't completely compatible until they were, and then some of the stuff never got fixed.
Wow.
And so people went back and like they really fixed it. And just for my take on the rules, now everyone chat, if you've played, I'm going to read these comments in a second, and I want to know who did play. Your help is going to be tremendous today as we're learning all these games, specifically these 90s and 2000s card games. They did one thing, and they did it a lot, which is
stacks on stacks.
they create
man.
a box of here's how the game works. And then about 2 or 3 sets in, they realize that box is not big enough.
Yeah.
And there's not enough variables for them to tweak to actually continue making cards. So then they have to build a second floor to the building. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen, I went to school in Tulsa at Oral Roberts University.
I've seen Tulsa a few times.
And they did this thing. It reminds me of this. I don't know why I'm going to this example, but here we are. So it's like they built this building, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, or you did this in the main
Classic
place.
building.
It's like, and this at ORU is called the LRC, Learning Resource Center.
Mm-hmm.
So it's here. There's an entry. There's stairs that go down into it. It's this nice building. And then they're like, this isn't big enough. We have way too many students. So then they did this thing where it was like, well, let's do this, and built this building on top of it. And so then they built stairs that go up, and the normal entry went down here. And so you have this really, the layout of the building too, because this building like surrounds this one.
Yeah.
So like you can't just get from one place to another. It's very funny. Anyways, so
But it's still the main building is there somewhere.
it's still there. Yeah. So like what a lot of 90s card games do is they basically pile stuff on. So as an example, I didn't even find these in the core rules, which is came in these decks. And I don't know the proper name of them, but I have this Suicide Slum, which I think is the one card we don't have a card for, which is very funny to me. But basically, let me see if I can find it. It's called a Battle Site. Okay. So the Suicide Slum is my battle site, and it has these names on it: Brainiac, Doomsday, Hazard, Luther, Metallo, Parasite. So those characters can't be in my starting because they actually let me take those characters and put them in my deck. And this did not exist, I don't think, when the game first came out. Like this ability to do this.
Ooh, getting raw deal vibes for sure.
Yeah, and it's not that bad. So then every character has these special cards. Like Superman has Superman specific cards that we'll eventually put in his deck, like his Heat Vision.
Is it like pods, like LCG, or do you?
I think so. Yeah.
You choose Superman and you
Now,
choose 5. Or?
It's collectible, so I don't know if it was like there's just a bunch of cards that only Superman can play, or like these are the cards you have to play Superman. But essentially, under this battle site, I'm going to have specific cards to these characters, and then when I play them from my deck, I get to access some of these cards. It's just
Okay.
it's not that crazy ultimately.
But it's definitely fan created and definitely new.
I don't know that it's fan created.
I think it is. Colby says it was a fan creation.
Suicide
this
Slum
is
was a fan creation,
post-official
but I don't know if battle sites were fan creations.
Yeah, no, that because they're in everything. They're right here on the list. Although, but
Jason Collins saying yes, that was not in the original game.
yeah, 100%.
Now that said, what's up?
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, so the battle site deck is placed face down under the battle site location. So that seems like a bolted on thing towards the end. If you were gonna ask me.
Now here's my question, Colby especially, because he built these decks in chat. Is that necessary? Because like what I can do very easily right now, especially for this first game, is just put all that aside, and like not
even touch it.
I don't even know how that works, which we'll get to in a
Just
minute.
don't use that deck. Let's fight Wolverine versus Professor X.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to explain the rules to you.
Good.
And I need chat to be on the lookout, because if I get anything wrong, now is the time to catch us, which will be fun. Ryan saying Battle Sites came out in the Monumental expansion. Was that a fan-made expansion, or was that an actual like printed expansion?
Cam31 don't even know this game. Us either. This came out of nowhere. I had no idea that this even existed.
They keep popping up, dude,
and then
these
all of a
old
sudden it's
games.
like, oh yeah, I played this, and I played this for 16 years. So Professor X, Energy Professor X deck is what Colby's saying would be a good first start. I've got
But you
that
got,
here.
yep. And then I have the DC deck.
Is this everything in my deck right here?
Yep, and I have it sorted in a particular manner.
Ooh.
It was a real expansion, so that actually was real. Okay, so here's how this is going to go. We're going to randomly determine the first player. There's a couple of ways to win. The first one is to knock out all my heroes.
Okay.
Step one.
Are these your heroes? Your 4 here?
These are my 4.
Hold on, let's get
Yep.
into the thing.
I have Superman, Green Lantern, the Ray, and the Flash.
Right on.
You have 3 people basically on your starting team, and you have someone on the bench.
Okay.
We'll call it.
Okay.
And so each hero is generically has 20 health.
Okay.
Straight up. That's,
All right.
that's just how it works.
Easy.
So if you knock out all your opponent's heroes, you win the game. The other way to win the game are through what are called mission cards, which I want to make sure that's the right name of the card.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're mission cards. It says right here. So they have this nice like 90s baseball card like foiling on the text. You remember seeing this gold foiling?
Absolutely love that. In fact, some of the stuff we're going for with this holiday tokens for the Cosmic line
Feels
is
like
trying
that.
to
Exactly.
feel that. Yeah, that
I
gold.
I literally saw
that
this
filigree kind of thing.
and I was like, hey, that looks like those tokens we're working on.
yeah.
Anyways, so I'm gonna slide this so we can see it.
Is everything bright enough too with the overhead? I adjusted the overhead this morning. Let me know if it looks right. I felt like it was a little too bright previously. So give me a shout out in the chat if you got an opinion there.
Toby is saying Wingspan Oceana expansion is out. He sees it in the back. No, we previewed it last week, I think.
Oh, you caught the little.
And then it's actually
background
releasing
there.
in December. So if you're a subscriber, that'll be on the way.
We
when
might
it's
put all
time.
sorts of little stuff back there.
You never know. So we have these mission cards.
Okay.
Okay.
And this
Is
is
it-
like a side quest.
It's
This
an
is so comic books, man. It's just crazy.
it's an abstract representation of your goal in the game.
okay.
Okay. So you can also win by completing your mission or by stopping your opponents.
Okay.
Now, these are literally just like basically stat cards, right? So at a certain point in the turn, I'll show you how we're going to do it. You basically wager, or there's a proper term for it. Let's see.
Bet.
You can now venture a number of cards, right? So it took me a minute to get this, and then I watched Oldrick, who's on the chat a lot, had a gameplay video online of it that I watched through, and it made it make a lot more sense.
Oh, that's cool.
So there's basically achieved and defeated missions. So when you venture a mission, this is your standard stack. You put it here, right? You just put it off to the side. And then whoever wins the fight, which I'll get to how that works in a second, if you win, you get to move any of your ventured missions to the next layer.
Okay. Slide these babies over a little bit.
Yeah, there it is. I'll actually really, because this is the most confusing part. So you have one stack of missions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you venture them, you technically put them to the side. And then
One at a time kind of situation.
so you can do any number. For every number you venture past 2, your opponent gets to draw a card.
Okay, so don't do that.
So like if I did 3, obviously, then you get to draw a card.
Whee!
Now, if you do 3, even if you did 3, if you win, all 3 of these advance to the next layer. And there's basically 3 rows. There's standard, there's achieved, and there's defeated. If you fail, they move down here.
I'm getting some pitch vibes
Yeah.
here.
Now, you
Shooting the moon.
each turn you have to venture at least 1 card.
Okay.
You can venture any number.
Right?
And when they're up here, a few things will happen. If you venture a succeeded mission, if you fail, it goes back down here,
Mm-hmm.
right? But if you succeed
Again.
you could actually take one of your defeated missions and move it up a row.
Whoa.
If you succeed 2 here, you can take one from defeated and you put it all the way to the top.
Okay.
Now, if you get all of your mission cards to this row, you win.
Okay, so all ventures complete.
Or if you get all of these mission cards to your opponent's bottom row,
Okay.
they lose the game.
Okay.
So it's not that
Weird.
crazy.
That's pretty cool. So you're basically wagering how good my turn is going to be,
Yes.
and then we're like, and then if it is successful, then I get some points towards my win condition, basically. And if I am just getting wrecked, if I lose one big hand, I have a mechanism to actually get these back up into these other
Yeah.
piles.
Yeah. But yeah, and we'll get
Now,
into
are these all universally just points?
that's what I was saying.
nothing-
There's an
nothing about
abstract
them.
representation of what you're doing.
Okay.
There is some you can read. It's like this.
Challenged by the inner circle at last, face the dreaded hierarchy of mutant evil, rescue the captive Black Queen, and foil their plans for world domination. The Dark Phoenix Saga. Cool.
You get it.
So if we were like really wanting to get into this, we could like try to create a story basically out of what's
Now,
going
I
on.
do think, like, if you look at the back, like, I have the Might Over Mind missions. So it has this action cards Might Over Mind. So I assume it actually has a deck building
Okay.
restriction going on. But, you know, we're not here for deck building. We're here for gameplay. So that is how that works. Now, with that understanding, we're going to draw 8 cards. And there's some crazy things going on in this game.
This is my deck.
That's your deck. Now, we're going to add some more cards. Each of your characters has these signature cards under them.
Mm-hmm.
So those are cards that can only be played by that character. But these are also going to go into your deck.
Okay, even the benched character?
Even the benched character, yep. Now, don't shuffle those in quite yet, but those are going to be in your deck. So the only real kind of wild card to watch out for here are what are called event cards. Now, I don't know if we can pop this up or not, but I have a card called Mad God Raises Dead.
Okay, what's it look like?
It's got Thanos
Oh,
on it.
yeah, okay, so it's like the
With a
newspaper.
newspaper.
It looks like a newspaper headline. There it is.
It's an event. So if you draw an event, you just call out that you have an event, and starting with whoever is the first player, you'll reveal the event, and you get to do the thing. So if
it's like
if
a
you draw a
like,
card,
woo!
it's just like, this is the thing that happens right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll draw 8, and then if you have an event, you'll announce it, and we'll resolve that. Then you actually have to discard any duplicate cards in your hand.
Oh.
So if you have 3 of the same card in your hand,
That's interesting.
You
Disincentive, you know?
you can't, yeah.
But
So, like,
also, isn't this, so this goes back to my thoughts on card games. You know, a 3-part series
You have
coming
those?
at you in text.
we're about to do it. I'm curious to know what we're doing next on the podcast, because I think it's going to get wild.
You can't ever have a mechanic that your opponent can't verify. So do you have to show your hand
You will
to show that
eventually
it's clean? It's not had duped
no,
in
you
it?
don't, but you will eventually have seen their whole hand that
Hmm.
round. There's no way around it.
So you would know eventually that they cheated
Yeah.
you.
And then they're
Okay.
disqualified.
Then
They
as long
lose
as
the
that's
tournament.
fine.
Okay,
That's fine.
so you have to discard any duplicates, and then we're going to go back and forth doing what's called placing.
What's
So
this doing here?
that is, we're going to come back to that in a minute.
Okay.
So we're going to go back and forth. I placed mine around the camera, so this is where my characters are going to.
Nice. Well, I'll just match you.
So, and I'm ultimately going to do this. So this will be my defeated round.
I mean, this is cool. Like, we can see heroes fight.
Yeah. So the placing is a. Yeah, Colby's saying in tournaments you would lose the game if you don't discard. So placing is where you'll take cards from your hand, and you can actually basically like store them on a character.
Okay.
So like if I place here, now the trick is you can only have, and you'll put it sideways like this.
And it's revealed.
It's revealed.
Okay.
But basically this lets you kind of like store it for later use, but only that character can use it later.
Okay.
And so this is kind of a way to like build up for a bigger turn later instead of like just expending all your stuff this turn. And we'll go back and forth until both of us pass on the placing step.
Okay.
That said, you can only have one of each type of card under a character.
And is this an energy card? This is a type of card that has all these little bonuses on it.
Is that what we decided?
Yeah,
they
we
were
decided it's
called?
called an energy card. It's only one
Yeah,
energy
one
card,
energy
per,
card.
per thing. Okay.
And one power card, one universe card, one tactic card. So these are power cards. That's what we call them.
Power.
Yeah, there's universe cards and tactic cards. We'll presumably see. And I assume, I don't know what the signature cards are called. It's one of those 3, but you can basically have one signature card.
That says your name on it?
Well,
What's a
yeah,
signature
so
card,
that's Flash. So like Flash had a stack of cards, the Ray had a stack of cards.
Mm-hmm.
So Green Lantern can only have one Green Lantern card stored.
Right.
And then we go back and forth till we pass. Also worth knowing when you're drawing and discarding duplicates, stored cards count.
Okay, so if it's stored on the board, you got to discard it from
Yeah,
here.
so like I have this tapping the Speed Force card from the Flash. If I store that on him and I draw another copy of it, and it's still here, I have to discard it as during the duplicates phase.
And that's bad.
Yeah,
Right, you're wasting a card draw?
it provides no benefit.
So
Yeah.
it basically incentivizes you, or rather disincentivizes you from having multiple copies of a card in your deck. That's an interesting way to prevent kind of a degenerate metagame.
And at least means that you want to be spending those cards.
Yeah. Yeah.
The game
Yeah.
incentivizes
Yeah.
you to spend your cards.
Okay. Yeah. That's smart. That's clever.
Okay, so then after we do that, each player is going to get the opportunity to venture cards, right? So that's where you take the cards here, and you can venture however many missions based on what you know. Like if I store you know what you know, and how good your hand is and all that kind of stuff. It's basically you're betting on how good your round's going to go.
Okay.
And then after we do that, each player has the opportunity to concede.
Oh.
Concede the round. So if you concede the round, your opponent automatically wins the mission phase.
No, you don't.
And remember, you have to venture at least one mission, and if you concede, you will lose one. But beyond losing a mission card, you can take a bunch of damage. So like, let's say you actually stored like a card, a card, a card. You don't have very many left, and you're like, I'm gonna lose this round. You just be like, I concede, I lose my mission, you win your mission. We go back to the next round, we draw back up, and we do our thing.
Okay.
But like, if you thought you were gonna take a bunch of hits that round, you might concede out of the round so your characters don't get a bunch of damage on them.
Okay, because you can also murder the characters.
Yes, because they each have 20 health, if you'll remember.
Right. Do we need D20s?
Do you have them? That would be helpful.
Oh, I got them. Yeah. Yeah, we're noting the reserve hero placed cards there don't count if you draw an extra one.
Nice.
There's a good reason for that.
So after you venture, if no one concedes, then you basically go to battle, right? So this is where...
No one's conceding.
Yeah, well, you'd be surprised. So I have a card for the Ray called In a Blaze of Power. Let's see if we can pull that up. And this is obviously going, not obviously, but this is going, that's the right card. This is going to be the most complex component of this game. So the version I have, it looks like it's a printed slip, but it says acts as a level 9 energy fighting attack. So on my turn, you go back and forth, and players basically until you're out of cards, and you can do one of the following, right? So you can attack opponent with a power card. So as an example, this In a Blaze of Power, see it's got that 9 fighting?
Yeah.
So to play that, I actually have to have 9 fighting.
Oh.
So the Ray only has 8, so I actually couldn't play this card. Now, the way I could play this card is if I used a power card, like this one with the Joker on it that provides 1 energy. So now that would make me a 9, and I get to play this 9. Now, I can send this at whatever character I want.
So is this energy or is this fighting? It's got the little fist icon and it's got the energy icon on it. Either or? Both?
Oh, it's got both. It's either or.
Okay.
Yeah, that's totally right. I didn't see the fist back there originally. Hold on.
And then apparently we're going to place the damage cards under here, so we don't even need those.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. So if I hit spawn with this, and you didn't block it, which we'll get to in a minute, we would actually take this and put it like this, and that would represent that he's taken 9 damage.
Okay.
And that's going to matter for a lot of different reasons, which we'll get to in a minute. If he takes 20, he's knocked out. Another way to get knocked out is if you take a damage card, because this will stay there until he's gone. If you take a damage card of 3 different attack types.
Ah, the Spectrum KO. I saw that
That's
come across
exactly
the chat.
it. Yeah.
So if you cover me up on 3 of my stats with damage, then I'm knocked out as well.
Then you're gone.
Now apparently, the hero can play any of their special cards regardless of the stats. So maybe that's a cool thing about the special cards. You can play it even if you don't have the matching power.
Okay, cool. So like Ray could have played this even if he doesn't have it. That's
a
crazy.
special moves.
Huh.
They got their special moves.
Very, very cool. So let me find this.
So Kobe's saying specials are used only. So those are called specials. What we're calling signatures because
Okay,
we're
those are called
God-fearing FFG players. Those are called specials. And then power cards can be boosted with basic universe cards. I include only one in the Professor X deck. So I'm sure I'll find that. It'll look very exciting.
That's what I'm... Hold on a second.
Can I shuffle this yet?
you
I need
know-
something to do.
Here's what I'm... What's the difference between a power card and a... What'd they call it?
Special?
No. And a boost basic universe card.
Basic universe.
Basically, there's cards that do the attack, and then there's cards that boost the attack.
Mm-hmm.
And visually, I don't know what the... Maybe?
Maybe we shouldn't be looking for it visually. Maybe it's more of a feeling.
How...
Hold on, I'll find one. Surely. He said there's one in the Professor X deck. So, any
Now,
power. What is that?
There are some that have the plus
Is that
symbol.
a basic universe card?
So like on this one, that's a team card, which I will get.
Here's a
eventually.
universe. Universe power cosmic.
Okay, so universe cards have a plus symbol.
Yeah, look at all these. Universe teamwork.
Yeah.
Universe teamwork.
So that adds to your stat, but like I guess this card with the Joker on it doesn't add 1. It just is a 1.
Oh, it can be. Oh, it's just a basic power, basically. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm with you. I'm
Yeah.
with you.
So you can attack your opponent with a power card. There it is. Attack your opponent with a power card together with a basic universe card, which is how you boost it. You can attack your opponent with a power card together with a universe training card. Who knows? You can attack your opponent with a universe teamwork card followed by a power card or cards. So that's the teamwork cards are the double column.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's an 8, and then the first teammate gets a +2. I don't know how that works. I haven't seen those cards.
Well, we'll get to it when we get there. 6 energy used acts as a 6 energy attack, +1 to the first teammate, +2 to the second, +1 to the first, +2 to the second. We're going to get some team fighting going on here.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Well,
but
I just want to slosh through it.
So you can also concede. So once you bow out of the round, you automatically lose a mission.
Okay.
And there's no more, like if you think I'm about to like body slam you. You can play an activator card, so that's where the stuff earlier would come in, which we won't get to. The like side,
The weird
suicide
stuff,
slum,
yeah.
You can play a special, which we talked about, etc. And then after we go back and forth until we're out of cards, you basically have to keep playing them, right? All cards are going to be playable in some manner, apparently.
So we'll just we play out a hand every
You
round.
play out the hand, yeah. And then we basically will calculate the total damage that you did this round. The player with the higher total moves his mission cards up. Talking about that. And then the lower total moves him down. And then I talked about the bonuses where you get to like rescue cards from the defeated mission side. 20. Let me make sure there's nothing else. And that's really it.
Okay.
So we'll wade through this.
We'll wade through it. We'll just, wager 1 card a piece for a while until we figure out what's going on.
All right. So I'm going to draw 8.
Colby, these are some classic sleeves.
They really are. Oh, I wanted to mention
like
that earlier.
Scrambled eggs.
So I'm going to pull out one of these cards so you can see it.
Trying to be safe.
So on the card backs for each universe were different. So there was a Marvel card back, a DC card back, and an Image card back, which apparently was the reaction to that was creating opaque sleeves.
In the world?
I think so.
Like,
in 95.
This is what
People were
caused
like,
it?
hey.
Everything was clear until then? That can't be true. Is that true?
Well, it was penny sleeves back then. We didn't even have, dragon shields, etc.
Is that why Marvel started making these? No, this is a versus.
Kurt, yep, this game still makes 0 sense to me.
Yeah, well, it will by the end of it, though.
Colby, I dropped the activator cards out of the deck. Once we get through a round, I think it'll make a lot more sense.
And apparently it will be a lot less... your deck is going to be a disaster without the activators, but... there you go. Or you just want to learn them.
How do you play an activator?
There we go. Let's just dive in. Let's not be scared. We're professional gamers at this point, right? We've been doing this for...
I have the suicide slum. These get shuffled in, so I'm going to reshuffle. Let's just do it. You don't have them.
About 20 years now.
I'm on...
As a career for 13 of those.
Almost 14.
Yeah.
Our career as a teenager now.
Jason says it's actually a lot like the Lord of the Rings CCG, so you should be very familiar with that. Activators are like your heroic allies. Does that make sense to you? You've streamed that enough, right?
I put the hero cards that are related to my slum cards in my deck, but when I draw them, what happens when I play them?
How would you handle a heroic ally in the CCG, the Lord of the Rings CCG, Middle-earth? Oh, wait, no, Lord of the Rings CCG, so that's the Decipher one. What is that even? Okay, so here we go. When you draw them, you can play them as a special of the hero under your sight.
Okay, so I can play them as one of the specials of that character.
Yeah. And all of these heroes are under your sight. What kind of heroes are under your sight?
Brainiac, Doomsday, Hazard, Luther, Metallo, and Parasite.
Okay. Okay.
We'll figure that out.
You discard a hero. Oh, here we go. Hey, we got it coming in. It's great. It's like a wild card. An activator is a character / hero card in the deck. You play the character card to pull out one of the corresponding specials from the base. You discard a hero to access a card in the location. To use that, discard a hero to access a card in the location. To use that as if it has that hero's name. I don't know, guys.
So like,
terrifying.
as an
to me.
example, I have Brainiac in my
How
hand.
does this even work?
Under the slum, there's a couple Brainiac cards.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I can basically discard that card to play one of these Brainiac cards.
Yeah, and does it go on one of your current heroes, or does it just play
I just
it
think it
immediately?
gets played and it does
You
its
just
thing.
play it. Okay. You can use Brainiac as any Brainiac special under the site. There you go. Right. So you play that. And there it goes. Okay. And now how many do I draw?
8.
What day is it? 8?
Thursday.
It's a lot of options.
Ryan Moore says, "Stick with me. We'll get this."
Okay. Wow. Look at all these cards. Okay. Now what do we do?
Okay. So I'll
Run me down.
walk us through this. So the first thing you do is you discard any duplicates that you have. I have none. That seems like a good thing.
Yeah, that would be good. Some of these look very similar.
Jay Olive saying, "Yes, superpower or overpower." Speaking of the Lord of the Rings TCG, I watched your old stream with you guys playing it. It moved me to find my old collection of the Lord of the Rings trading card game. Awesomeness.
How good is that game, though?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have any dupes.
Great. Okay, so then we go back and forth doing what's called placing. So I'm going to do this. I basically have one superpower for each character I have. So I may as well store them there because you can use stored cards on your turn like they were in your hand. So I'm going to put the Man Beyond Tomorrow.
And if you store it there, does that mean you can't play it this turn?
I can play it. You can play it
You
anytime,
can.
but you can only have one of these kind of cards stored there.
And can I just play it outright and just do something? Or do I have to store it and then use it?
You can do either.
Interesting. How about I put change outcome under Scarlet Witch?
Now the downside of storing is that you reveal that it's there,
Okay.
right?
I like revealing this. Negates the effect of any one special card played by an opponent.
Oh no,
I'm just going to let you know.
that's terrifying. I can't wait for Scarlet Witch and Champions. Can I just?
I'm ready. Is she in Crisis Protocol yet?
They did reveal the affiliation cards for Crisis Protocol for the X-Men. One of them is your leader can be Magneto or
Like the
Mystique?
psychic? Oh, yeah.
But then on the list was Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
Oh, of course. Beautiful.
Okay, so I will pass. I'm done storing cards. I don't want to show you what else I got, so you don't know when to save that cancel or not.
All right.
We're doing it.
All right.
We're really doing it.
it.
They also teased Lockjaw.
Can I store these
People
kinds of
say.
cards?
You can do one of those kind of. That's a power card. That's how you attack. So you can store one of those per character. Yeah. But if you're going to use it this round,
You may as well have
you're
it,
just
right?
giving
You may
me
as well have
giving me information.
Okay. Well, I won't place any.
Yeah, we'll just call that a day. Okay, so then after we place, we can venture cards. So we each have to venture one. We only have the standard deck. So I'm going to actually do this where it's halfway off screen. And then this one is going to be on
I'm
screen.
going to do the same thing. Okay. So I'm venturing one. I know neither here nor there.
I'm also going to venture one. All right. So then after we venture, we both have a chance to concede. So if you concede, you automatically lose your mission. And your opponent automatically succeeds. But if you thought, looking at what I played right now, that you were going to get just like dunked on, you might be okay just losing one mission.
Because I saw somebody say the big thing about conceding is you discard all your hand. So if you concede and I'm like, I've got the best hand ever, then I just lose it. And so that's why you might want to place some cards that are critical.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I'm not conceding anything. No, of course I'm not conceding.
Then we're going to battle. So starting with me, we're going to play one card at a time.
Okay.
So let's kick this off. Oh, and you can block with cards. And
show me how. Attack me, and then I'll
this.
decide if I want to.
I think you just block with an equal energy.
Like just an attack out of hand? That kind of a situation? Like a Dragon Ball Z moment?
So like if I attack with a 5 energy, you can block with a 5 or more energy.
Okay.
And cancel the attack.
5 or more energy card or hero?
Like a card.
Okay.
But let me just make sure that's accurate.
Okay, so a little tit for tat. I can feel how much you would get really into this game already. I mean, look at it. It's just superheroes everywhere, and it's not trying to be it just feels so flavorful.
It's not,
Looking at it.
It's not over really once you understand it. There's not that much.
Are they
going on.
fighting or are they fighting?
All right, so a card or cards may be played as defensive action immediately in response to an attack on any of your characters. A defensive action is not considered your turn. It's a response to your opponent's attack and is considered part of his turn, just as your opponent's defensive actions are a part of your turn. Yep, that happened a lot in the nice. In other words, if one of your characters is attacked, you may play a defensive action to block the attack and then go ahead and take your turn to attack or play a special card.
So block is basically saying you don't lose anything if you block.
In order to successfully block, the character who's being attacked must play one of the following defensive actions. A power card with a value equal to or greater than the value of the incoming attack.
So that would be like, hey-ya!
Yeah, now I think for them to play it, they have to have that stat.
Equal to or greater than the thing I'm trying to play.
I think so.
So if I did a hey-ya, that's a 5-stat power card. She's got a 5 intellect. There you go. Easy. So basically, I can dump cards to prevent your dumping of cards from here.
So let's do this. I will make Green Lantern will make a 1 intellect power attack at spawn.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to have the stat, by the way.
Okay. 1 intellect power attack. Okay, yep. So does it mean I take 1 if nothing happens? Yeah, you add it to your intellect.
You can basically block with a 1 or better intellect, and you cancel this out outright. If you don't, this is going to go under you.
Yeah, I take 1. Come on, it's
okay.
1.
So you take 1. Now remember, if I get you at 3 different stats,
but you got to cover them up, right? So you have to do 3 or more intellect.
No.
3 or more.
If I have,
are you kidding me?
If I have 3 different attack types under your character, they're defeated.
Are you serious?
Even though they're 3 1s. I now understand what you meant by cover them up.
I mean, so is the only benefit to the higher number that it's harder to block and it does more damage?
That's right.
Okay. But it seems like the Spectrum KO is way more likely across all of these.
I mean, yes and no. Like if I get 2 1s of a type under here, then like obviously at that point you're going to fend off that 3rd type every time you can.
Right.
So it's almost like Flesh and Blood where like at the end, you start blocking things because you have to.
Yeah.
And you start, if you know that you're weak to energy and fighting over here, you might save those attack cards just to block with spawn.
Well, I don't want to waste this 5. I'm not gonna, it's fine. Yeah, you got me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Colby's saying don't place the card underneath yet.
Not yet. We have to fight it out.
Brian Moore is saying Spectrum was far more common than doing 20 damage.
That seems right.
So what do you do?
I know numbers. I'm gonna put it under here because that's what I was told to do early on. And then there it is. 1 damage to me. Well, that looks like a place though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think.
How about that? That looks right. I can reference how much damage things have had. That seems good.
All right,
then it's my go?
Yep.
And all I'm trying to do, how do you win that venture card?
So at the end of the round, whoever dealt more damage this round wins the mission.
So we're just trying to maximize the damage coming out of our hand here.
Yeah.
A card isn't moving under after the round. Okay, I'm sure that will matter.
Oh, I know why. After this round, you'll have cards under you already. And we'll need to be able to calculate how much damage was done in this round.
Okay.
So right now it doesn't matter, but next round it would. So yeah, I'm just going to scoot back.
We'll put it there. Okay, got me. Okay, well, how about some of this? Now, can you only use a hero once, or can you just start swinging?
Yeah, and don't forget, you can concede in a round. So like, once you're done doing your thing, if you think you're ready to go.
Now, riddle me this. I have this Scarlet Witch Sorceress Slam card. That's a 6 strength attack.
Mm-hmm.
And it says it acts as a level 6 strength attack. Why does it need to tell me that? Isn't that what this tells me?
Probably.
Because like I've got this card, it doesn't say that at all. Or this card.
Yeah, those are just generic power cards. So I think this is just clarifying that like that is what this is.
So it's just redundant text.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not missing anything weird there, huh?
Welcome to the 90s.
Okay. And any hero can use any card in their signature.
Yep.
All right, so how about that?
Who are you swinging at?
Level 6 strength attack. Now, am I correct that if I swing at, let's say, the Ray with only a 4 strength, you cannot possibly block it?
I would only be able to block it if I had a way to like boost to a 6.
Okay. Well, then, how about Green Lantern? Go get you some of that. Same idea. Have a 6 strength attack. He's laughing now, Ringman.
I had the answer, Steven.
With the Ray?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay, so I can't do anything about that. So that'll stick.
Okay, you can block a 6 strength with a 6 of anything. Colby says, pick a target you can block with any power card.
Oh, really? That changes everything.
So it seems like the offense is offense. You have to match your stat.
To be able to play
defense
the
is
card.
anything,
But
you can just block it in.
You still have to be able to play the defensive card. So like you're hitting me with a 6.
Mhm.
Technically, the only thing Green Lantern could block with is 6 energy because he has
block
a 7
with the
stat.
energy. Okay, well, we'll do it. Yeah, see what you want to do. So declare that, and you can block with a power card if you want to,
Taking it.
or a special card.
I'm taking it.
All
You
right,
got me.
take it.
All right. Let's. Should have played that.
And can you play this card?
Yeah.
Anytime.
Anytime. Superman's ready to go.
Mm.
But you got that Scarlet Witch ready to cancel it.
Yeah. And these stay here to pass the round? So
Yeah, they will stay. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm going to mess with you. So I'm going to discard Brainiac. This is called an Activator ability. So I'm going to discard Brainiac, which lets me take one of the Brainiac cards from my slum. And I'm going to play Force of Mind. Target hero must discard a placed universe card of Brainiac's choice. Wait, is that a universe card?
No, not even close.
What is a universe card?
It's those ones, the universe teamwork, basic universe, etc.
Don't pay attention to that.
It's weird ones. I'm
It's not
definitely
fair.
not placing one of those this game.
Well, let's just force your hand a little bit. Let's go a 5 damage energy attack at Spawn.
Get out of here.
I know he's your favorite, so I'm trying to
He's not at all my favorite, although Jonathan was hugely into him. He was too gross for me.
look at that like cape thing he's got going on.
It's cool. It's cool. It's too evil. He was like the anti-hero, I guess, technically.
He's
Right?
definitely that.
Well, no. I can't let you knock something out.
You gonna stop it?
Yeah, let's stop it with this 8.
You got it.
Because he's got an 8 energy, right?
Yep.
You see that?
You see that?
And then just discards. How about this? Scarlet Witch, spontaneous combustion. Opponent must discard a place card of Scarlet Witch's choice. I choose this one.
No.
Ryan Morris, bringing the comment that I came here for. Honestly, this game feels pretty stupid at face value, but the more you play, the wagering makes it deceptively deep and strategic, like all great games. At first, nobody understands what's happening, and then eventually, you can't stop playing for 12 years.
That is how that goes.
Is this shot bright enough? Right? It looks bright, right?
I'm gonna go 5 damage wild.
Would you quit?
It does. It can be anything I want it to be, but I'm gonna make it an energy, I guess. I don't know if I get a pick or how that works.
All right, you did it.
All right. You've taken 6 currently, and 2 different types.
I feel like focus fire is important, huh?
Isn't it always?
All right.
Got
Can I
one.
use Jean Grey?
She's on your bench. Can't use her.
How do I
should-
get her in here?
I should have when one of your heroes gets defeated.
Hmm.
So maybe you want me to defeat Spawn.
You know?
In all wars, sacrifices must be made.
So focus fire, right? Is that the idea? I don't know. You don't really lose anything until the second hero is defeated. Unless you got some Bugatti like Green Lantern card or something that I take out of the game.
Yeah. Right. So like right now, it's interesting because the score is 6-6
Mhm.
for the round. So that's probably the most notable thing happening right now.
How about Professor X is going to shoot.
Hold on. Oh, you took that 5? Yeah, you took that 5.
Yeah,
Go
it's
ahead.
gone. Yeah, it's taken.
The professor.
Boom. 5 psychic coming at you.
I take it.
All right.
All right. Green Lantern's going to play. This is the gun. Acts as a level 8. Any power attack does not count towards Spectrum KO. So we'll put this on
Oh, just damage. Cool.
8 damage Scarlet Witch shot.
You got it.
Swoosh. Okay.
How about Spawn? 3 damage physical coming at you. Going for the Spectrum KO. He could go.
I can't stop it.
Yeah.
So I get knocked out.
Does that happen immediately or into the
Yeah.
round? Because they don't get placed technically yet.
I think it happens immediately, but it doesn't. I can't fill this in yet.
Okay.
Like I can't.
Colby, let
put
us
the
know.
flash out. So then I will. You're at what? 6, 11, 14 to my. I'll pass.
Okay. Well, how about if it's a signature card or a special card that says any hero, does that mean I have to have the stat to play it, or any
You
hero
have to
can
have
play
the,
it?
I think you have to have the stat, but any of them could use it.
Okay. None of them have anywhere near this amount of physical, so it shouldn't.
Maybe you don't have to.
You probably don't. You probably don't. Otherwise, why would you have it in here?
Colby says the any hero card can be used by any of your Steven. Hero dies, reserves comes in next turn on my side. Yeah, so you can play it by anybody.
Well, how about Gamma Terror? Doc Samson rampages. To the Ray.
I will respond with Speed of Light. Ray may avoid any numerical attack.
What about an alpha numeric attack?
Get it out of here.
You still passing?
Man, you don't need the stat to play in any hero card? That's crazy. No, yeah, I'll pass.
Done. Pass.
All right, great. So now the cards stick. I've done 8, 14. You've done 14.
Good.
It's a draw.
Except you gone.
Except I lost a hero. So I don't think our missions go anywhere.
They just stay there, go back?
I think it goes back to the standard stack.
Push?
Then these would attach, but he's gone, so this will go away. And those will attach to spawn.
These
The
are
flash
me.
comes up.
These are spawn.
And I think that we discard our hand and draw fully,
Okay. Gone.
which is when you would know if you got cheated or not.
Right.
But
They stay in place.
and you
more.
venture additional cards.
The odds, the stakes have gone up. Ladies and gentlemen.
The thing to me that's crazy, obviously, I don't think it would get pulled off in a game today, but
You can have this. Did you do this 8 damage in the calculation?
why doesn't that attach?
Oh, it does.
Haha. The crazy thing is like that RAM usage to like check to see if your opponent played any cards they didn't discard, especially those little basic power cards that just have like the same art. It's like I have no idea how you would even.
Nah, we would never even do it.
Colby saying Steven lost because you're home base, but you were not using. Yeah, we aren't using those.
You want
That's
to have
what
a home
these things
base?
are.
What are these home bases?
I have DC Universe. Any tournament legal team using normal deck building requirements. This says DC Universe's team is +1 to venture total per battle.
Okay, so you get a natural +1. Mine and my team Overpower.
Yep.
I can't believe how small this text is. This is my ability. I love it.
Especially like with this giant text that like the deck building requirements is big and bold.
Team Overpower may place any character specials and aspects to home base using normal placing rules. Only one of each card may be placed. Any character specials may be played by any character on a team.
Wow.
Okay, so I can play any character specials and aspects to home base.
And you
Okay.
play it to this card right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we won't count those for that first round because it doesn't really matter.
Sure.
But we'll start playing with it.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Can I place these universe teamwork cards? Man, what are these? This is insane.
So
it becomes a 6 energy attack, and then I can play another attack with a first teammate and another attack with a second teammate. That's exactly how that works.
yep.
I know exactly how this goes.
So I have this one. which is you have to have an 8 energy to use it,
Mm-hmm.
and acts as a 6 energy attack.
Mm-hmm.
And then a follow-up, a first teammate can get a +2 boost to their intellect for an attack.
From what folks were saying earlier, so you play this, it's a 6 energy attack to something, and then you can immediately play another attack to a teammate that gets +2, and you can play another attack to a teammate that gets +3.
Crazy.
So it's like a
those
3
are
for,
really good.
Yeah. Who made these? You have to discard before placing. Okay, what did we not we discarded?
Discard
it,
our
right?
hand. Yeah, we did that.
Okay. All right. Well,
You're first this time. So we draw our cards and we get a place.
whoa. Okay. Placing. Play on your turn to all mission cards ventured this battle. Return to piles. This card may be placed. All right. Hey, how about some of this? Any character specials? How about I'm going to place the Fortress of Solitude here on Team Overpower. Play on your turn to concede battle. All mission cards ventured this battle. Return to the piles they were ventured from. This card may be placed. Good. Well, that's how the rules work. Glad I can use the rules.
Apparently, by the way, to use the teamwork cards, you have to make one of the secondary attacks.
But not both.
You have to be able to at least do one of the secondary attacks. Yeah.
All right, I placed. Now you place. We all place.
I'm going to store a teamwork card under the ray.
Oh my gosh. I'm not going to play this. Let me just ditch this and redraw. Check out this card. A Devourer of Worlds.
Galactus?
Play during battle. Opponent cannot use Activator cards for the remainder of the game, or until this special has been attacked with 4 Activator card attacks. The special may not be negated. So this just go into play and then you got to attack it to use your Activator stuff again? That's such a hard counter to what you're doing. I don't want any part of that. That seems like particularly good, right?
1 per deck. Remember those cards?
Yeah. I'm going to redraw.
All right.
I don't like that at all. Okay. Ah, cool. That was nice.
Mine?
Yeah, did you play something?
I played
yeah,
one.
Universe Teamwork there. So I'll do the same thing. I'll give you a little. Hey, how are you here? 4 to that and 4 to that. So that'll work. And it doesn't really matter where these go, because you can play them at any time.
Yep. But if I knock that character out, that's a problem.
Yeah, you won't knock Professor X out. He's made of steel.
Hey, here's a question. Who is this character? I think he's an Inhuman. That's something I saw Atomic Mass post. A little clip that looked like his wing right here with his arm.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm going to place
Banshee?
it. I don't know who it is. I'm going to place it here.
Okay. Black Bolt.
Black Bolt.
Nice. Okay, so here's a card that apparently was removed because it was too good.
Great.
It's called Power Leech. It's an any hero card. Opponent must immediately discard 4 cards of their choice with icon of Leech's choice currently placed or in hand. So I choose an icon, and then you discard 4 cards from your hand and or placed with that icon. Like energy would be the icon or something.
Seems good.
Yeah. Okay, placing. What's the point of placing here? We are not good enough yet. I'll tell you what I'll do. How about a little teamwork over here?
Mm-hmm. Pass.
And then I'll also pass.
All right. So now we have to venture at least 1 card.
Done.
And starting with you, you can do more technically.
How about one more? I love this hand.
The Phoenix. Mm-hmm. I will stick at 2.
And then somebody can just concede right now?
Yeah.
You want to?
No. I'd automatically lose 2 cards.
All right, so it's my play.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's an any hero card. Discard 4 cards of choice based on what I choose. I'm going to choose, I don't know, energy? This is Leech, right? Is that the idea?
Mm-hmm. So you have to show an icon from your hand or
choice
place.
currently placed or in hand. Oh, okay, so that we're modifying that. What if I show you a 3 icon? Is it all 3? It's not. Okay, Leech. I gotta declare. So Professor X is playing Power Leech on the Flash, and I want you to discard. Wait, what's from play? Is this an energy card? What is that? How many? What's that icon? If I do this, do you have to discard those?
It's from player hand, right?
4 cards of opponent's choice.
I have to discard. So I assume that's from here.
Only from hand? All right, energy.
So I have to discard 4 that have energy on them?
Up to 4, yeah, if you got them.
I only have 1.
Ha! Gotcha.
I've been leeched. Mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's swing a 6 generic over here at Scarlet Witch. I'm going to try to actually KO her.
Block with 7.
Colby's saying I must discard the Teamworks?
Because it's
From
technically your hand.
the Flash? Or from both?
It's technically your hand, yeah. I'm gonna block your thing here. Consider it blocked. I think the question with Power Leech is what modifier is that applying to? It says currently placed or in hand. Is that Leech's choice currently placed or in hand, or is that opponent must discard 4 cards currently placed or in hand? An absolute classic templating, formatting.
Definitely get rid of that one. It's the to use. Like the energy to use.
Right.
So I'm going to get rid of them both, assuming I have to.
Yeah. And I'm going to block that.
Got him.
7 energy. She has a 7 stat. Block the 6. Okay. Back at you.
Looking great.
Back at you. How about some of this? Yeah, I'm gonna Teen Titans attack here, man. 7 energy to use. So Scarlet Witch with the big 7. Now, if it's placed on Scarlet Witch, can I cast it with Professor X?
No, I think you have to use it with her.
Okay. Scarlet Witch, 7 energy. Boom. 7 energy attack, 2.
So it's technically you have to have 7, but it's only a 6, right?
Yeah, that's true. Superman.
Okay. I'm going to play Defying Earth's Gravity. Avoid 1 energy or fighting attack with Superman.
Negate the effect of any one special card played by an opponent. Scarlet Witch, change the outcome.
Okay, so I take a 7 or a 6?
Well, then do I do it all at once? Do I do all
You do the next thing. You follow up.
Spawn. Wait, does all this stack? Okay, spawn. It acts as a level 4 energy strength fighting, so I'm gonna have it act as a mind attack. So it's gonna be +2 to mind. It's a 6 damage attack. Spawn also attacking Superman.
Apparently, you can only follow up with power cards. So, like, that's a special. You can only follow up with the basic power.
Oh, just basic stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, well, here, take this away. I don't have any.
You get your thing back. Ah, great.
And I can't negate things.
Well, I don't need to do this anymore.
I can't negate defense actions because that's in the rules, I'm sure. It is a special card played by any opponent, though, just to make sure we're on the same page here.
You read like you can play it, yeah. Gustav saying there's a special code guide. Yeah, this is 90s card games, right? It's like, well, on
You
a
remember sitting there like 15 years old, like, you can't do that. It's like, why can't I do it? It says right here. It's like, leave the rule book.
well, I think it prepared us to be lawyers, even though we didn't go that route. Where it's like, yeah, but there's this precedent in 1996 in Nevada.
Judge ruled this
contingent.
thing. You wouldn't have believed
No,
it.
I'm gonna get this dismissed.
The crowd went wild. Okay.
Jason saying these decks are a bit more complex than the ones I was running as a kid. I can imagine.
Then, how about this? We already did this power leech, right? This already happened.
Yeah.
I don't have another one.
Leech me dry.
Okay, well, get ready for this, because here we go. Let's play Spawn. Level 4 energy attack. No. Level 4 intellect attack on the Flash.
Good choice. Good choice.
It also says may make 1 additional attack. Do I do that later? Probably afterwards.
Afterwards, yeah. Okay, I will take that. You got it. So here's the thing. These ones that have multiple icons, you choose the type when it's happening, but then it can literally count as whatever you want it to once it's attached.
Green Goblin's going to swoop in. This is called Death from Above. Any hero. Let's have this one come from Scarlet Witch. Who knows? We're going to try that one. How about a 4 fighting? She doesn't have a fighting of 4. It's coming from Spawn. I can make 1 additional attack after this. Yeah.
You got it.
Okay, here's the additional attack. I don't have any.
Mine?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to play Light Constructs with a nice, I'd see the note here, 1 per deck.
Yeah.
Anyways, with the Ray, it's a special. It says draw 3 cards, discard any duplicates.
Mm.
All right.
How hilarious is this, though? How about the Fortress of Solitude? Play on your turn to concede battle. All mission cards ventured this battle return to piles they were ventured from. Got anything for that?
It's my fortress. Look at his swoopy hair. Hold on, let me see if I can cancel it. That's the worst.
It can be negated, apparently.
You got 2 attacks in, I do nothing.
That's right. That's the math we like. All cards ventured go back. My 2 go back.
Yeah.
It's not even a downside.
And we have to discard our hands.
Everything's gone.
Now I'm first player. Prepare for defeat. It's nothing like drawing cards and the opponent's like, in the turn.
It's like that Millennium Falcon play. I got you. Got you. If there are duplicates here, man.
God help me.
God help us all. Oh, there is one. I've already got a change outcome out.
Aha! Unhand thee.
Okay, so it's gone.
Hold on. Let me consult my compendium.
Yeah, I was winning, Jason, but Zach had like 17 cards. Gustav said that was a fantastic play. I'll have you know.
It was good.
You guys should have seen me. It was 97. It was top table. Slovenia finals.
Nice, nice, nice.
He's the Paul Morphy of Marvel Overpower.
I always said that about you.
So,
Okay. Let's place, shall we?
yeah.
Da-da-da-da. Let's place this teamwork card under Superman, because that worked out.
These teamwork cards scare me.
Every time.
Oh, I have enough now to actually get into the goods. What's a dead pile?
It would be where my Green Lantern lives. It's just to the left of the Moribund pile.
Okay, so why would I put cards under attack mana? I'm going to put this on Team Overpower here. Attack mana frontline character is now made on any other frontline character who may defend. So I can redirect an attack from... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. This is Justice League of America.
Wait. I'm going to put it on Flash, actually, because he's the only one that can play it.
Ba-dum.
Do-do-do-do.
I placed this here.
Do-do-do-do-do. All right, mine.
Yeah.
There's about to be a reckoning. You feel it?
No.
I'll pass.
Power card, everything but power cards go into the dead pile. Specials also go into the dead pile. You can kill an ability.
That's right. I forgot. Another great little rule is that there's different discard piles because when you have to reshuffle your deck, certain ones don't come back in.
Why not? At this point, I'm here for all of it.
So basically, the power cards, the basic attacks.
Yeah, anything that looks like it's just basic, right? This stuff.
Yeah, I think even the team up attacks, all those shuffle back in when you run out of deck. If we get to that point, we won't.
The power cards do as well?
Yeah. Okay. Like the teamwork stuff.
I'm done placing. I'm tired of placing. I don't need it. Don't need it, don't want it.
David Whitfield, good morning, gents. This looks interesting. Rules? Where we're going, we don't need rules.
That's exactly right.
Okay. I passed. Did you pass?
I passed, yeah.
Now we get to the wager stage.
Yeah.
I'm going to wager 2.
I'm going to wager 3.
I get to draw a card.
Oh, right. 2 it is.
Wait.
Can't outwager me.
Oh, wait. I should have had 1 left over, right?
Yeah.
Because it didn't come from the
Yeah.
pile.
I've got the confidence.
I'll burn it down. All right.
Yeah.
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with Flash because he's about to get flashed out of here. He's going to use his teamwork. It's a 6 fighting, and we're going to try it at spawn so I can try to knock someone off the table.
I've got something for that, as you might have expected. It's this confusion card. Avoids all attacks from 1 teamwork card. Or, as it dawns, or target hero must discard 1 placed teamwork card. So I'm going to choose the first option.
So you avoid all the attacks.
That's the idea, I think.
But he avoids all the attacks, right? I guess the teamwork, do I have to attack the same character with all those attacks?
Or do you resolve all 3 and then I react? And then I decide my blocks. Yeah, that's a good question, everybody. Do you teamwork, attack, or teamwork, attack, and then blocks? Or teamwork, block, attack, block?
So here's the thing. Here's what I want to tell you. And this is actually a really incredible example. We do a weekly podcast called the Covenant Cast. And we did a series about right before episode 150, so like 145 through 150, called How to Ruin a Game. Not that this game got ruined, but one of the episodes we talk about was cognitive load. We call it RAM in the episode a lot, random access memory. And I feel like just from what we've played so far in this game, there is a lot. I wouldn't be surprised to find out if there were some very specific rules errata FAQ document that eventually got put out.
Mm-hmm.
But effectively, it's like on the surface, right? When I was reading the rules and even watching the gameplay, the system itself seems relatively simple.
Mm-hmm.
You have characters with stats. They have to have that stat to play that card. Basic attacks, defense, you can knock them out by getting 3 different attacks in or by doing 20 damage. Missions, this was like the most complicated because I didn't
cool,
have a visual.
though. You get to wager. That's like a trick-taking mechanic.
A very cool
Makes a lot of
mechanic.
sense.
But then what they did is like they introduced a bunch of cards that have very specific use cases and very specific like time. Like there's not a timing. It wasn't built with a timing structure of how that's supposed to work.
This also had to enter the game because these were too good.
Yeah.
This is a clear counter to this card.
And like you see it literally in that How to Run a Game series, you can kind of witness what's happening here, which is like it starts in one place. They have to add a second layer, but oh, now we need a roof on that second layer. So now we need let's just build a 3rd floor.
Well,
and you just keep building, but you can't ever get to the top.
And it's almost every night. It's every well, the vast majority of games, tremendous majority of games haven't made it clearly, and so they were ruined in the context of our series. But you don't. This was not the era where you're going into your 16-year how do I want to build Marvel Overpower launch plan. This was like, we got a licensing deal. Let's put some money on some cards and make a game.
Yeah.
Because I wonder how much of this, because I was collecting superhero cards at this time. I wonder how much of this was also just, these are more cards that I can just collect. And if I want to fight people with them, I can. But really, it's about buying and collecting.
And you'll notice, like even this card has just a big piece of art.
Mm-hmm.
and like some stuff around the
Yeah, it's
outside.
fantastic.
Okay, so a few things here.
Teamwork and Confusion were original set cards. Well, so it was there from the whole
So
time.
they started there, but I did the original rulebook talk like I still didn't even see like a timing structure in this kind of stuff. But apparently you just cancel out this
So
completely
you do the attack, and then I play this, and then all future attacks are canceled
for the rest of the game.
for the end of time. Okay, well, how about this? How about I'll try my own teamwork card. Starting with Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch is gonna do a 7 energy attack on the Flash, attempting to knock you out, courtesy of Spectrum KO. 6 energy attack, I should say.
So now I need a 6 energy.
You gotta have a
fight to block.
6 in hand.
He'll block.
And he's got it.
And I remember, so I used to collect those cards as well. That's where I got that Silver Surfer card I was telling you about, the holographic 3D one that was everyone was oohing and ahhing over.
Ooh, ah.
But I remember some sick, awesome looking Superman. Like it wasn't even just like standard Superman.
Standard Superman is not sick looking.
There was like robot, like part of his face was off. And
You
there
know,
was
I
like
somehow remember
a
that
dark
too,
outfit,
I
and it
feel
was
like.
I never explored that. But I remember
like
the
I
kid
remember
thinking
that.
like, oh, there's all these cool Superman things I don't know. I
Yeah.
want to know more, and then I never got.
And we never read the comics, Joe. We never got into the comics.
We didn't have a comic store, and I didn't have the money to make it. Once a Pokemon hit, I had the money to do nothing else.
Nothing but buy Charizards. All right, you're blocked. Wait, does that mean I keep going, or is the whole thing done?
So also on a teamwork, someone chatted, each attack has to be made by a different team member.
Cool.
I don't know if you get to keep going by block,
I think
but
I get to keep
I think you get to keep going. Otherwise, that card you played wouldn't make any sense.
Gustav asking, is there a link where I can see other people's chat? Yeah, so there's some on Facebook, but YouTube is where most of the chat's going on.
Jason saying it's from Return of Superman. I need to look that up.
There you go. Okay. So if you're going to take that one away from me, how about 5 damage?
And who played this one
Wait, I
originally?
can't do that. Scarlet Witch did.
So now the next attack has to come from someone else.
So Spawn's going to do a 3 strength attack, and it's +2, so it's a 5 strength attack. He can cast it because he's 3 and 3, right? And then it's bumped.
Yep.
I'm going to guess. Again for the Spectrum KO.
So I have to block for a 5.
Yeah. You can't do it, though, because I'm a strategic mastermind. As I said, the Paul Morphy of Marvel Overpower. He's been sacrificing pieces all morning, and nobody understands, but all of a sudden, he could.
So
Go.
I think the plus modifies. Does it modify this or your stat or both? That's what I need to know.
Definitely modifies the attack, clearly.
Because I feel like you need plus to play it with some people.
Maybe so. Maybe it buffs their stats so they can play higher value cards. Didn't you? What's the rulebook have to say about it? Jason's saying the power card itself gets buffed.
But can you play it if it means that now you...
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's teamwork, right? Like, Scarlet Witch is contributing some, and then Spawn's like, I got some strength too. And then it's like, together. Yeah.
Like, Colby, this is great. I don't even understand this. It says, no spectrum yet. Multi-power can only have one type, and multiples merge to one type. The bonus adds to the power card.
Okay, bonus adds to the power card. We got that. And then multiples merge, can only have one type, and multiples merge to one type.
So, like, this...
This is the multiple we're talking about. So my thinking was if I land this green, I've got a green, red, blue, and that would be a spectrum, but apparently that's not happening yet. So we're just going to stack this up. Is it going to hit?
So...
You got to block up with a 5. You got a 5. You don't have a 5 to speak of.
I have to block with a 5. Now, the question for me there is like, when it attaches, does it stay a 5? Probably not.
No, it can't.
It's just a 5 for my purposes of trying to block it.
It must be. Otherwise, you can't.
So it's neither a 5 for you playing it, and it's not a 5 for the damage it deals. It's only a 5 for my ability to block it.
That's right. Yeah, let's do that. That seems good. Yeah, that seems good.
Okay, I can't do anything about that. So that will hit. I blocked this. This is going to hit.
Okay. So this is blocked. This one hits. And then we've got another one at +2 to strength or psionics. How about some of this? How about a 7 damage psionic attack to Superman? Courtesy of Professor X. Coming right at you.
That's the brain,
That's the brain.
but I can block with anything.
Block with anything. That's right.
I will take it.
Yes.
So then, here's my question. I want to know on the Spectrum Knockout. So this has 4 icons on it. Does that mean it counts for anything you want it to? Or is it like the topmost icon? Or how does that work? Same here with this spawn from earlier. Like, why isn't this a Spectrum Knockout?
Maybe there may have been some... oh, it's got to be to a different target. That's right. Wait, it's got to be to a different target? The follow-up from spawn has to be? No, it can hit the same target, says Colby. This is the beautiful thing about these old games. Nobody actually read the rulebook. I'll have you know. Fusion rule. There's a fusion rule.
Tell me about this fusion roll.
Tell me about the fusion.
Hold on. Oh, I'll be right back. Never returns.
I'm done with my turn. We'll resolve all of this whenever we resolve the turn there.
So someone's saying the multi-power card and the spawn card
Mm-hmm.
act as the same type once hit. So you use spawn to do another attack.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're saying that these fuse into a single.
Single power?
But
Yeah, there's a fundamental logic that I'm missing to this sequence.
I don't understand. Can someone say it in plainer English? Tell me like I'm 8.
Specials never fuse. Come on, Joseph's got it on.
Yeah,
Facebook.
see?
They never fuse.
I'm telling you, man, the precedent set in the 97 championship means that this is how the rulings go. Because the head judge, his cousin, you see, he was there and he told me. Okay.
Okay.
Only power card multis fuse. What's a power card? That's a
Okay,
multi.
this is a power card. This is a special card. That's the difference. This one fuses, whatever that means. We'll get to that. And this one doesn't because it's got spawn on it. It's a special ability. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There's a 4 fighting on flash. That's true. Right here. This is it. Right here. You guys see that? 4 fighting on flash.
The 3 multi and the spawn merge to one type of Steven's choice. So all of the multis merge as one type.
That makes so much sense.
So when you hit the 3, it's going to attach to this, and that's going to be a 7 of multi, whatever that is.
But that will only happen at the end of the round, right? After we're done batting things around.
But like that prevents you from hitting me with 3 multis and calling me out. All the multis fuse into one type.
Even more. It looks like spawn as well. Scroll up a little bit. Okay, so multi-power cards fuse to be the same type. Yeah, force fighting theory and spawn merge one at a time.
But spawn is a wild card
Yeah, spawn's wild.
because it's special.
You know, it's the same. If the 3 multi land, there's going to be a spectrum, but will not fuse.
But like, wouldn't a fist plus a wild plus a multi count as 3 different types?
Something about this card fuses.
But it doesn't fuse to spawn because it's a wild.
You ever play that game? What did you have to tape a card to your forehead?
It's they do it on The Office, and like it's basically which race am I, and it's like it's horrible.
Oh, I do
You
remember that.
and they're like doing all the racial stereotypes. Yeah, exactly.
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Okay, so there's some rules. There's some rules differentiation.
Jason's saying, "Wow, this is not how we played it." Dan says, "Man, you think you're confused?" I'm listening while working. No, I can't do anything right now while I'm trying to
I
understand.
just gotta understand this.
Zach McGaw, what up, man? Santa loves joining in. You've been hitting us on the community text.
Zach, you're
stuff.
great. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, I love joining super late and hearing rules debates that sound like Calvin Ball. Okay, Joseph, Joseph might have us here. It says not all the Maltese fuse. The special card Maltese don't.
Okay.
That 3 would fuse with the 5 Maltese on Superman
Wait, these two would fuse.
if they were together, but you're attacking different
Yeah,
cats.
different targets here. Different targets. So we'll fuse something eventually. Meantime, why are these fusing? So this 3 would fuse to the 5 on Superman. Is it because
I think if they were on the same character, like all the Maltese would be one category of damage, basically.
so all my Maltese in a single turn are now the same?
Any Maltese that attach to the same character fuse together.
Mm-hmm. At the end, or now when they hit, what do they fuse with?
Each other.
But I don't have anymore. I don't know.
Colby says Flash is KO'd. Any hero equals fighting. Spawn is another type of
All
Steven's
right, so
choice.
this is here. Any hero fighting is hit. Okay, that landed. Death from
Spawn is
above.
another type of Steven's choice. And
Yeah.
Malti can be called as something else.
Okay, so then this is whatever I want, and then I called this physical.
Yeah, so then Flash is KO'd.
Right.
But these were already attached and this is pending.
Mm-hmm.
So we need this to stay to count towards your total at the end of the round.
What about these?
They were already attached to Flash.
Are you serious?
From last round, right?
Oh yeah, I guess they were.
You
I led with
the
the teamwork. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we did something there. It's over to you. Can't buy a bucket here. Something's fusing, man. I still feel like I haven't fused anything, and it's disappointing.
I still feel like I don't know what's going on.
There's kind of a beautiful chaos to it, though, really.
It feels like I'm reading a comic and I can't read yet.
I'm
just looking at the art.
Yeah, yes. We call that looking at the pictures.
Okay. Cool. Let me read this thing. And I got this thing going on. Okay, sure. So, Spawn, I'm going to make Spawn have some trouble. I'm going to use an activator card called Doomsday. So I'm going to discard him, and I get to play a Doomsday card from my stack. And I'm going to play this Doomsday special. Acts as a level 6 fighting attack. Cannot be defended by a card with a strength icon.
Okay.
So, I'm going to swing here.
Will that not? Yeah, that'll knock me out.
And you can't block with a strength icon. So you'd have to have an energy, because that's his only stat above.
What about this? Is this a get out of jail free here? Ah, it totally is.
Yeah, Clark saying, I know nothing about this game, but this is so funny to watch and listen to.
Hey, check this out. I'm gonna Justice League of America you. Any character.
I'm DC. I'm the Justice League. What are you doing to me?
Professor X is gonna play this.
He's not in the Justice League.
Attack.
Team fail.
Attack made on. Wait. Scarlet Witch apparently is what I'm supposed to play this with. Attack made on frontline character is now made on any other frontline character who may defend. We're gonna put it on. I want to put it on Professor X here. No wait, can I just make you not? Can I negate the effect? I'll keep it. I'll save it. So yeah, Professor X is gonna take one to the face there.
All right.
6.
It hits.
You did it. Yeah.
Good. You're up.
Okay. Well, what about this though?
That Doomsday card is bony protrusions.
Professor X is going to use teamwork. Universe teamwork. 8 energy to use. Acts as a 6 energy attack. That 6 energy attack is going to go at Superman. Is Spawn dead? No. Spawn's alive. Excellent.
I will not do anything about that.
Then for the second teamwork attack, 3... Where is it? 3 plus 3.
Let me consult my compendium.
6 fighting to Superman. Are these going to fuse?
Yeah.
We have a fusion situation, don't we?
We do. All right, I'll take it.
Okay. Well, then Scarlet Witch is going to do a 3 to the ray.
What flavor?
It's feeding on them. Is this gonna spectrum you?
No.
They're all gonna fuse into something.
This would fuse with this.
And what's the outcome of that fusion?
Well, it just counts as one type.
Okay, but do I choose it at that point? Forever?
Yeah. This is a fighting, and then this is an energy. So that would if I take this attack.
Yeah.
And it's a what?
Well, it would already. You're already KO'd.
You're at a 4.
Are you not already KO'd here?
Yeah, that's right.
I don't need this. Here, put it over here. The ray. It's feeding on them. The rays.
I don't know what's happening. What kind of attack is this?
It's the brain. Brain attack. Psionic.
Intellect.
Scarlet Witch coming at you. Intellect. 1+2 for the teamwork bonus.
Take it.
All right. Well, good round. Good round. Okay, pass.
All right, so he's gone. Pile that up.
All right. I'd like to wager all of my cards. Can I do that now? Apparently, also, I saw somebody say you can concede at any time to end the
As an
round.
action, yeah. If you think you're getting beat up, which, I'll swing here for 4.
You've got a lot of cards, though. 4 to spawn.
Mm-hmm.
Just a straight up 4.
Yep.
You got him.
He's out.
He's out.
So it needs to stick around because there's so much damage.
All right, it's there.
There was another. No, these are all yours. So I'll put them here in this nice stack.
Now, these are all last turns, right? There you go. Take those.
Okay.
Yep. And then over to me. Professor X is going to play Web-Headed Wizard. Exchange this card for any one card in the dead pile. That's anything but power cards?
Mm-hmm. That's why you're asking. The thing about this is like, Oldrick, we know you don't have to block with the same power type. We got it.
We got there eventually.
The thing about it is like, it's so simple and so needlessly complex.
So can I no longer play Spawn signatures if Spawn is dead?
It's dead.
It's dead. Okay. Then how many cards you got in your hand?
Don't worry about it. 4.
Okay. I'm going to get Confusion back in. Avoid all attacks from 1.
Now, to do a combo attack, I have to have multiple heroes in play.
Oh, yeah, that's impossibly. All right, I'm going to get this 7 any hero. Doc Samson, Gamma Terror.
Hmm.
So
In your hand?
Yeah, it's in my hand. I just switch it 1 for 1 there.
Lane.
And then I'll pass it over to you.
Okay. What kind of attack was it? A green?
Wait. Any hero, web-based barbecue. Web-headed wizard. You can't pull back in any hero.
Hmm.
Okay. Good to know. Wish the card would tell me that. Okay. Then next. How about we get... Wait, I can get any hero cards. But that's all my cards. Scarlet Witch is going to get a level 6 Sorceress Slam. Okay. Who's laughing now?
Okay, mine?
Yeah.
I'm going to do a 4 intellect attack against Professor X.
Quit.
Stop it.
Yep, you got it there. And then, is it true, champion of Solaris there, that I can negate the effect of any card played by an opponent after it has landed? There was some speculation that I could negate this that has already hit. I don't know. Teammate to make must follow up. Is that what it says?
Says, oh, any frontline character may make 1 additional attack. Wait, couldn't I?
May. If it may make, then it can may not.
Well, it
make.
says any hero, so couldn't I do it again with the ray?
Oh, there we go. And it's called hesitate. It says hesitation, any home base. Wait, what is a home base?
That's this.
Was it under there?
No.
Are you casting it from
Does
the
it have
home
to
base?
be here?
You're casting it from your home base, from the DC universe itself. You're literally like, they're drawing it for you right now. You can't.
So I can't play it anyway. The Ray has no teammates that must make the follow-up attack.
It doesn't say must. It says may.
But when you're doing the combined attacks, you have to be able to do the second one to do the first one.
Does it have a combined attack thing on it?
It doesn't, but I assume it's the same precedent that we're going to call on there.
So may is more of a metaphorical.
So let's go back.
Come on in, though.
Let's just send a 7 generic at Professor X.
Would you stop? Yeah, you're going to hit me forever. I have one
You got
card
it.
left.
Your turn.
Professor X is gone. Scarlet Witch, 6 at the Ray.
Take it.
Excellent.
I'll send a 3 at you.
You did it. Pass.
Pass.
Ooh. And then we total up the damage.
I had 20 to your 3, 6, 11,
19, 25. Oh, it was only 6, yeah.
17, 23, 24.
Now, does this now fuse into the energy of my choice?
Technically, this just attaches to me because this was the attack on him.
Mm-hmm.
The rest go away. If these were attaching,
this one was too, wasn't it?
yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now, what's this energy type for the rest of the game?
I think it's literally there's a group of any of your multis that hit me,
Mm-hmm.
and it counts as a single type of your choice whenever you want it to.
Whenever.
Yeah. So if you hit me with another type, I'm knocked out.
Okay. I believe you. So I win these things,
These go down to my defeated missions pile.
and these go up. And you can have this one. Did you count that one?
I did.
Okay. And then Jean Grey comes in. And then Professor X is just near dead, but not actually dead. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ryan Morris, this is wrecking my sweet, sweet Overpower nostalgia.
Oh, you just got to learn it, and then you can play it well. That's what I've always said. There's a dupe.
Good.
Oh, man, I've got all the numbers now. 7 to use, plus 3 to energy. This is the Silver Surfer card. This is the basic universe card. Power Cosmic. Silver Surfer's on it. If you guys can even imagine pulling this up. I don't even know if it's in there. Silver Surfer. Power Cosmic Universe. 7 energy to use plus... So, it's just a buff. Plus 3 to energy. Do I play an attack and then buff it with this? Probably. Plus 3.
But is it plus 3 to the attack or plus 3 to your stat?
To the attack. Always. I've already got that rule down. I already got it down. Because you gotta have 7 to play it, and then you get plus 3 to the attack there. Then do spawn cards automatically die if they're
I think so.
Signatures? Okay. Everything else has got numbers on it, man. You're done for.
Bring it on. This one. Colby saying adds to the energy power card.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's no way for your hero to play cards bigger than their stat, but there is a way for you to play a card under your stat and boost it past your stat.
That's correct. I'm wagering it all.
I'll do the same.
All right, let's go. I'm all in.
You get to draw 2 cards. How many do I get to draw?
2 cards.
Right.
Wait, I have 4 here.
I get 2 extra, yeah. Everyone passed.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get 2 cards. Okay. Spawn cards not needed. All right.
Ryan Moore says, quick game of champions.
So,
Wait, we can do this thing because it's hard. It's a Hard Knocks life we got going on here.
So these are wagered. These are won. And then the rest of them are history here. All right, are you going first or am I? Didn't you go first here?
Let's go. I'll go first. Yeah, I won't place anything. We're just gonna go to town.
You don't place it? I might place. No, I'm not gonna place anything. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Mistakes were made. Let's do a 2 attack at Professor X.
And that would be the death of me.
Yep, the death of me.
2 attack Professor X. Well, what if I block with a 4 intellect?
You got it.
Yeah, who's laughing now? How about 8 energy back from Professor X? Look at that. Ah, he's upset. For the game. For the game.
Now I can't block with the special.
Unless it says you can.
More.
I think they said that it'll say you can block with this. Or something like that. Wait, did we not read the notes? Here we go. These are important reminders. Important. Universe Teamwork and Universe Ally cards cannot be played by themselves as a single attack. They must be followed up by at least 1 additional attack of valid skill. Okay, we worked through that. When checking for duplicates, both cards in your hand and cards previously placed must be checked. We technically have 3 cards. Power cards go to the power pack face up. Defeated heroes go to the defeated heroes pile. All their cards go to the dead pile. Okay. Each hero can have a maximum of 1 of each type. You got it. Yep. Yep, you can load up with your placements on your backline hero so that they come in and are ready to go. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Oh, and I could use, I can play Telepathic Unity from my reserve. Well, you got to read the cards, don't you?
All right, I can't block that, so you knocked me out.
Yeah, you're done. See you later.
That's for you.
All right. You like losing?
I got rolled.
All right, Scarlet Witch, Team Overpower, congratulations. You've done it.
All right, now that we went through that mess, I'm not going to switch decks. I am afraid to do that. I'm just going to play this deck one more time.
Yeah, what else is there?
It got crazy. I'll let you figure out if you are bold enough to...
I'll stick with this one.
Yeah.
Wait, this is Professor X Energy. Oh, they're in the wrong deck box. Who is this?
Well, this is Heroes for Hire. So there's probably a Wolverine deck out there.
Ooh, is there a Wolverine deck? I mean, come on, you got to get some... Okay, here is Onslaught, Citadel, Wolverine, Department H. Yeah, okay. Let's go here. See, look at this, though.
What
This
up,
is I'm
Eclectic?
talking about. These are the cards you collect right here. You guys see this?
Someone tell me to switch.
Huh?
It's Colby saying switch from the DC deck. It's the worst of the bunch.
Okay, yeah, get it out of here. You want to play Wolverine?
I'll
I can
play
stick to mine, or you want to do
anything.
Heroes for Hire? We'll see some different cards here.
Yeah, I'll just grab a new one.
This is these are absolutely beautiful cards.
Yeah, it was like foil. That's classic 90s collectible
This
cards.
is just incredible. This is why you play Overpower for me already. I'm here to collect these cards. Were these given out at tournaments or whatnot? I mean, that's beautiful.
I have no idea. I'm sure those are in the packs, dude.
You think those are collectibles? Who would have thought?
Okay, Heroes for Hire. How does this work? It literally doesn't even have a hero on it. That goes in that deck that you had.
Yeah, you could be questioning a lot of things here.
So I have this Marvel Universe, any tournament legal
This
team
is yours.
using normal deck building rules.
Okay, Scarlet Witch, Jean Grey.
Champion saying those Assault on Onslaught mission cards were comic inserts.
Very
The
nice.
foil ones.
Oh, cool. So they were really linked in there. That makes a lot of sense.
All right, Heroes for Hire. These are special cards for Heroes.
Not a card.
That's so good. The sleeve, or is that a card?
That's a card.
Then the Morlocks. Looks like
Morlocks and Modocs.
a second character. I also have Beast. like that. Spider Woman. Oh, dude, this is the dopest looking Spider Woman. She looks even cooler than. Look at her black and white instead of the one we have in the.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you? Does that inspire your painting? Do more black and white characters there.
Oh, I see now.
I've got Deadpool.
So these are my activated characters.
Sabretooth. And then Onslaught. What are all these things? Why do I have so many different heroes, man?
The Outback.
Oh, wait, I bet this is why. Onslaught's Citadel, right here. Sentinels, Post, Holocaust, Dark Beast, X-Man. Okay, yeah. Okay. So, Onslaught Citadel team may only draw 7 cards during the draw phase. And then is this like what you were doing? There's activator cards?
Yeah, so I have the Outback. Did I?
It's Julia Carpenter, not Jessica Drew on Spider-Woman there.
That's awesome. So yeah, I have like this, the other Wolverine that we were showing away before we were live to the people that weren't here. These are my activator cards.
Is my Wolverine different?
Yeah, probably.
My
Nope,
Wolverine's
same
at
one.
2854. Okay, we got Wolvie on Wolvie. We've got Onslaught. It goes here. Sabretooth, Deadpool, Maverick. Is that right? Yeah.
Morlocks. Heroes. for
Wolverine, Deadpool, Maverick, Sabretooth. Wolverine, Deadpool, Maverick, Sabretooth.
Dude, I do love Beast. The X-Men are coming out for Crisis Protocol next week or the week after.
Sign up for that sub.
I'm super. I think we already charged for it, so too late. But you can still sign up. Who does it say on my Heroes for Hire deck? Who's my reserve character?
Heroes for Hire, Beast, the Brute, and Morlocks, and then Spider-Woman's in the reserve.
Great.
And then activator heroes for you are Dazzler, Jubilee, Longshot, the Reavers, Sentinels, and Wolverine.
I got that going.
And I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing Dark Beast, Holocaust, Onslaught, Sentinels, X-Men. Dark Beast, Holocaust, Sentinels, X-Men. That's right, of course. Okay. Okay, the battle site deck is placed face down under the battle site location. The battle site location is Department H. No, wait. And Onslaught Sentinel. Department H is home base. This is just like Raw Deal, man. It's like pre-show, post-show, after-show,
Yeah.
ring.
So your home base is Department H. And what's the little white text ability on there?
All right, we'll get there. So I'm going to put these back here where we have the space for them. Okay. So Department H, my home base, says Department H Team's Universe. Teamwork card bonuses are an additional +1. So get wrecked by my
Your
teamwork
teamworks are
cards.
really good. Mine is Marvel Universe. Opponent's team is -1 to venture total per battle. So the total score at the end, you're -1.
Okay. Onslaught Citadel is my battle site. And it says Onslaught Citadel, the team may only draw 7 cards during the draw phase. So I'm down 1 card the whole time because I'm that good. Okay.
And my Outback says Outback team's intellect power cards are an additional +2 to venture total when they hit.
Oh, so you're good at the brains. And then we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that our wagers? 7 in the venture deck?
Yep.
Okay. 7.
You ready to draw?
Yeah. And then, I feel competent. I feel like I know exactly what's going on here.
Ryan's saying you don't use the location text when it's a battle site.
Okay, so I guess this could be either your home base or your battle site. I don't know. It says it right there. Battle site ability is not active.
Got you. Yeah. So this is only this one's active, not the one with the special activator cards on it. So
Okay.
you're just -1 to your things. I've seen a lot of these cards.
Yeah, you're starting to see it.
All right. I have none.
Colby's saying the key to this game is the placement and conceding for 1 venture. Load up characters particularly reserved. So that's how you get good. You load up stuff, then you concede, and then you come in the next round and you're like, who wants it?
Ryan Morris, correct. Hello from 1995.
Okay. Cannot shuffle these cards. How's your opening hand look?
Fantastic.
Do you know how to fuse things yet?
Yep. We there.
Okay, I think we're cooking here.
Little DVD jokes for people that don't know why I'm doing that.
I'm gonna wager that the overlap between people watching this Marvel Overpower video and DBZ watchers probably pretty similar.
Isn't low.
Pretty high overlap. Yeah.
I'm also going to wager that the team, Bryce and Jonathan at home, popping cards, this is going to be one of the worst times for them because we keep saying a bunch of things, but they're listening for card names, and most of those cards do not exist.
Yeah. Well, you got to keep people on their
Apologies.
toes.
Appreciate you being there. Awareness,
Keep
determination,
people on
et cetera,
toes.
et cetera. Family values, et cetera.
Family values, etc. is a hilarious political sign. I saw that in Claremore one time.
Yeah, someone in their yard that was running for a local office, the sign literally said family values, etc.
I still to this day don't know if it was real or not.
I kind of want to get one of those made to put in my yard just to like give something for people to think and talk about. But I know
Conversation piece.
somewhere in some dining room, people are talking about this right now.
Okay. Here we go.
Champions of Solaris, who apparently has been playing this game for 25 years. So just so you guys know, I'm beyond excited for you to someday play the Wheel of Time CCG. I've now opened boxes and have a full set from all 3 releases, but have no idea how to play.
Well, as you can tell from this video, we're not necessarily going to help you there. Assault on Onslaught. I think I just did this.
It's
this
an
is
event.
Daily
Helping
Beagle.
Hands.
It's Black Panther. Helping Hands. From out of nowhere, the heroes received assistance in a desperate time of need. Draw 2 cards after the discard phase. Do not discard if duplicates. Is that now? Are we doing a discard phase now?
So you would draw 2 after you have to discard. So when we come to discard?
Like right now?
No, we're not discarding on turn 1, right?
Well, you got to discard dupes and stuff like normal on the first turn, right? I don't.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Discard dupes, and then you draw 2 cards.
Okay.
And then if you draw into any duplicates, you don't discard them.
I don't have any dupes. Are you discarding any dupes? You have any there? What is Department H? Why does this work? This doesn't seem right. I'm gonna draw my 2 now. Okay. Done. So now we're ready to place.
Yes, we are, but I'm going to answer this question. JK Rab saying, hey guys, just curious if there's an update on when we can expect Flesh and Blood Unlimited to ship. So we just got that in, I think, today. So you should be getting tracking notices and stuff for that, and you'll get an email as soon as it's gone. But I think it's imminent is when it's going to go.
I heard a lot of tape.
It's releasing, technically it's releasable in the States tomorrow, I believe.
That's right. It's in the
and Flesh and
shipment
Blood
process.
is, assuming I get my Welcome to Wraith boxes, is on the menu for Tuesday.
On the menu. Look like meat's back on. Okay, placing. Let's place.
You knew exactly what I was quoting.
Place or do we wager first? We place first.
Place
we wager first?
I'm going to place a rescue operation on Spider-Woman. I can play it to let a teammate avoid an attack of 9 or less. And it can be played while she's in the reserve.
So,
J.K. Reb saying, is that just Welcome to Wraith or also Arcane Rising? So Arcane Rising is not due out until later this month. Ryan Morris, Zach, you enjoying Overpower more or less than episode 9? I was tweeting about that yesterday. I had nothing else to do. I was like, I need something to distract me, so I literally texted Matt about The Last Jedi. Start that conversation back up.
That's a good one. Yeah, you can get that
and then I tweeted about The Last Jedi just to it's basically I want something that I am passionate about to talk about, but then that eventually led to episode 9.
Why in the world are you stirring up all this trouble during election week?
People love it.
Yeah, it's a distraction.
It's something to debate about that's not that serious ultimately in the grand scheme of things. Colby saying the Holocaust card should not be in your deck. It goes in the battle site.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in there, isn't it? Yeah.
Under
it's here.
Okay, good.
And then I've got an Activator card, I'm guessing somewhere there, but
Ryan, I'm enjoying this more than episode 9.
Okay, so then placement. What? Let's. I feel like I should be placing things, right? Wolverine's gonna put Knucklehead under there. It says, may use fighting.
I thought you were being funny, and you were just saying knucklehead.
No, it's real. May use fighting power cards level 6 through 8 to avoid any attack made against Wolverine or teammate for remainder of battle. Do I have to play this before that is in effect? I'm gonna guess there. It's a card you play and then it just resolves and then you pass the turn or pass the action.
Yep.
Or can I play it and then defend with a card?
It's also got that really sweet
It's got that old school.
old school. What's
Yeah.
that from?
It's like a.
He didn't wear that in the show, right?
I think so, man. at
Wasn't
some
he in the
point.
blue and yellows in the show?
Yeah, mainly. Yeah. Yeah, they probably took him on a world tour in the show at some point. What's up, Edward?
Okay. Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll figure that one out. What's an HG?
Where do you see that?
It's right here.
I don't know.
I also have a secret directive. I have no idea what this card does.
Let me see. No clue.
It says Department H's team. It's called Department H. Department H's team successful hits made with power cards are +1 adventure total for remainder of game. So I just play that and then it's +1 for the rest of the game. Oh, who's laughing now?
Interesting. All right. I'll pass. I'm gonna rock you like a hurricane.
So if I place and then you pass and I place and you pass and I place and you pass and then I just concede, I basically have 4 cards and everything's gone. So there's a little bit of a.
But after we do all this, we wager. So then, like, if I see that you put like 7 cards down, I know your hand. So then I have a really good way to bet. You know what I mean?
I'm going to place this here. Yes, I do know what you mean, theoretically. Placing this on Department H. Now, is this in effect now? Or do I have to play it to get the effect? Figure it out. Over to
Well,
your placement.
You revealed your plan, so I'm gonna start taking it a little more seriously. Let's put this 6 strength card on Beast. Beast.
That's a great beast.
Isn't
What's
that
up?
great?
Is he like aquatic?
In this depiction, it seems as
That's
though the case.
incredible. Okay.
Champions is hilarious, saying there's a special code guide linked above on which ones can be played offensively, defensively, or both. That little code you're referencing, HD or whatever it was. Apparently, there's a compendium, and if you get your star glass, you hold it up to the sun at 11:15
During the
a.m.
equinox.
Yeah, on a Tuesday, in the winter.
What is Holocaust permanent record? A sentence I would rather not be saying on stream, but
Holocaust is a character.
yeah, I
Let's get
understand
that. Let's
that.
get
I do
comfortable with that
understand
for a
that.
second.
Yeah. It's like a floating skull and a suit.
Like so many great characters.
But what's a permanent record? Is that their health? Probably. What else could it be?
Well, let's Google it.
All right.
Permanent record.
What's that?
The permanent record. At the end of each battle, after the venture total has been determined, all hits that were scored against each character should be tucked under the front of that character card. This is the character's permanent record of hits. All power types and values of hits in every character's permanent record should be visible to both players.
Okay, so then if
your
I
permanent
remove one,
record
okay,
is
remove an
attached
attack. Okay.
You can remove one of my things from your
No,
permanent record. That's still good. Get out of here.
I'm gonna pass my placement.
I'll pass 2. Let's wager. I'm wagering 2. We're going to town.
All right, hold on a second. I'll be saying I may be wrong here. Battle site deck is placed face down under the battle site location. Yes, that's correct. Battle site location. Battle site deck is 2 onslaught. Correct. 2 holocaust. Correct. 2 beast. Correct. Sentinels.
Yeah,
X-Men.
the characters go in your deck.
Okay.
The power cards go under the stack.
Okay.
Because when you play one of those characters, they can use one of those power cards.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Here, I can
Yeah.
go through here and rifle them out for you.
Okay, so then the characters in the deck really just are whatever
They're
signature
proxies for
card I
that
want
kind of thing. So what are those characters on that list?
Beast,
Mm-hmm.
X-Man, Sentinels, Holocaust Onslaught.
Beast. Deadpool?
Nope,
He's one of your actual characters.
that's right. Here, any of these. Beast,
Sentinels?
X-Man, yeah, Sentinels.
Sabretooth?
No,
He's actually a character. Beast?
yeah,
Maverick?
no,
Sabretooth.
no.
X-Man.
Yep.
Holocaust.
Uh-huh.
Maverick.
Uh-uh.
Onslaught?
Yeah. How many can you get under there?
Is that
8?
Moon Knight? Look at him go. He's just showing up everywhere. Deadpool?
No.
Maverick.
No.
All right, just those.
Okay. So
And
these
then
go
the characters
under,
shuffle into that bad
and
boy.
then I'll shuffle those characters back in there. Okay. Onslaught.
Edward
Send it away.
Sylvester saying the art style on these cards is tasty. I'm not sure how well they actually convey the information on the card, but man, those graphics
Poorly, but the graphics are really nice. You're straight in old school comic books here. I mean, this is pure nostalgia.
Just look at the art on Heroes for Hire. It looks good.
Honestly, the best looking cards in this entire game are these.
Absolutely.
They're.
They also have that like old school card foiling on them with this. I remember that.
We need to be doing that again.
Let's get
Let's
back.
get Flesh and Blood in on this, because like if you give me a card that looks like this, one in every bajillion boxes.
Yeah, it's almost like that Twinning Blade full
Yeah.
art card.
Yeah.
That's a certain difference. That's different.
It
But
is
yeah.
different. Yes, Joshua Trevino. In fact, Zach and I are in that exact situation currently.
He says, you ever get off work, join TC's stream, look at the cards on the table and think, what's going on? And I said, hey.
Okay. Done. Done. Placement. Done. Department H. Placed.
I wagered
Onslaught
2.
Special. Placed. Sabretooth. On the bench. You wagered 2. I'll see your 2. I'll wager 1. I'm not as confident here.
And I said,
I got an extra card. I'm going to wager 2 as well. He's laughing now. Apparently the whole game is like this wagering thing, which, of course, I can't possibly be good at yet.
all right, you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
And I said, all right, I am going to send a 6 strength attack.
Who's casting it? Or who's attacking it?
Beast at Wolverine.
Beast at Wolverine with a 6.
He's angry at him. He does that a lot.
Here we go.
He read something in a book and he got angry at Wolverine.
Okay. Not a big deal. Not a problem. We can handle that. What if I block with a 6?
You got it.
Thank you, Black Panther. Okay. Now, next up.
Look at Black Panther's little baby cape in this art. You can't look at that screen. Just look. Can't see anything on that art.
Yeah, nothing. Wow, it disappears
Just
completely.
stealth.
Okay, now, why is this in here? If it's 6 strength to use, it's only usable with Sabretooth? Well, that doesn't seem helpful.
You should have stored it on.
I'm doing it
Sabretooth.
now. Yeah, I'm doing that now. If he's the only one who can play it.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that, Colby? It's crazy. So I could just concede right now?
But you would automatically lose your mission.
Yeah.
And I said,
What's the... So if I don't think I can beat your total this round,
then you opt out quickly.
instead of taking a bunch of damage.
Yeah. We're getting to the actual part of the game.
The game is here. Okay. All right. let's
You really start to understand the wager too, because like every round you attack means you're staying in another round, which could cost you a lot.
Beast on the Morlocks. 3
Mm-hmm.
intellect. Or Deadpool. Ah.
I'll take it.
Do you have any white text that matters? Deadpool does. He cannot be Spectrum KO'd with multi-power power cards.
Nice.
All right, done.
So it just stays there. All
I'm
right.
gonna try to land one and get out of here.
Let's do this 3, and I'll make it with Beast, and it'll be a 3 energy for now.
Fighting Instinct from Wolverine. Avoid 1 attack.
Get out of town.
How many cards you got?
Landing the 4. Landing those multis is really strong.
Oh, yeah?
Because like it can count as any type later.
Maverick is going to do a 2.
Oh, yeah? Here we go.
Now, it can be anything afterwards. I'm going to be a 2 intellect. Because it seems like you couldn't block that earlier. I don't know. Does that matter?
I can block with.
You can block with anything. You can block with anything.
Yeah.
It's a 2.
It's a 2.
Two
And I
of
really don't
whatever.
want it to stick. So I will spend this 7.
Oh, yeah.
But that's where I'm starting to understand like what's actually going on. I spent a 7 just to not let you stick that.
What a fool.
My Heroes for Hire are going to send an Iron Fist at Wolverine. It's an 11.
Hello.
And then they can't attack for the remainder of the turn.
That'll hit.
If you had that avoidant attack, though, that would just
That would have been
stop
good.
at
That
the
would have been
track,
good there.
right?
That would have been good. Concede.
Great time to do that.
Yeah.
So you automatically lose your missions. I automatically win mine. This sticks. We discard and draw. Because I was about to rock your clock.
Rock me like a.
And,
Now,
then
don't forget the.
Discard dupes. I had to discard 1 so far. What's up?
Ooh, just a lot of cards.
There's so many characters I have no idea about.
I know. There's this universe.
I was thinking that Crisis
Delivering.
Protocol would eventually run out of characters, but I'm wrong.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Okay. Next up.
You're first this time. Valimogulus.
Okay. Impervious.
Ooh, White Tiger. One of my favorites from Champions.
4. And now. Okay. Anyone? Okay. Great. Do I have that though? No, I don't. Holocaust turn over onslaught. Okay. Holocaust turn over onslaught. Also, don't tell Zach.
Don't tell Zach what.
Nothing. Zach says what?
What?
Okay. Well, this doesn't make any sense. Holocaust doesn't even have a permanent record. We got this Consume Life Force card.
What's it say?
Acts as a level 5 energy attack. If successful, to remove 1 hit from Holocaust's permanent record. But there is no Holocaust. I'm using the
I wonder if he can step in as an ally and basically use that for anybody.
he replaced the ally. That'd be handy, Colby, if you know that.
I assume those that has to function that way, right?
Okay, I'll believe that. All right, now we wager or we place.
Replace.
Okay, play it on any hero. Good. I don't know how this card works. Knucklehead. Wolverine may use fighting power card to level 6 through 8 to avoid any attack made against Wolverine or teammate for remainder of battle. So when I just play this, it resolves, and then
For the rest of that battle, he can spend a 6 to an 8, and then just
block for anybody.
block anything.
Okay.
Like that 11 I sent you.
That would have been good.
But you're gonna discard.
Me place?
Yeah.
Is on plus.
And I say
I mean, you don't want to broadcast your teamworks,
That is the thing, isn't it?
isn't it? But if I don't do anything here, you probably you just concede. So you gotta.
Why would I concede?
Well, I'm just saying, like, if I don't place anything and you place something, and I'm like, I still won't place anything and you place something, and then it's like, okay, well, I'll just bid one, lose one, and you lose this hand that you thought wasn't worth broadcasting.
That's right.
Let's put a 5 power on Deadpool.
Okay.
Load him up.
I'm gonna attach this ERG to Morgulis. It's just a signature 6 energy attack.
Just. Well, let's do a 6 here on Maverick. No, I don't want to do that at all. I'm done placing. I'll pass.
I'll pass.
All right. Do I decide first?
Yeah.
2 coming at you.
I'm gonna wager 1 from my middle pile.
I see. Cool. And then you can succeed or not? Or concede or not?
Yep. I'm
You're
not
gonna?
gonna concede.
All right, cool. I won't either.
Not yet.
All right, so then it's my first thing. Okay. So we're going to do... we're going to do this, and then that, and then this.
Oh, that's interesting. Winner of the prior hand apparently goes first.
Ah. Nice. All right, we've got the goods here. Okay, and then anything, okay, if that's a, and you don't have to match your signature cards. And these can count as anybody's signature card.
Yep.
Maverick is going to play this Teamwork Universe card. 6 fighting to use. It acts as a 6 fighting attack. So Maverick is going to punch. Well, we got Beast over here. Let's punch Beast. And then my text somewhere says Teamwork card bonuses are an additional +1. So I'll get an additional +1 to both of these.
Okay.
If that would happen, you know.
Beast.
6 fight coming at you.
I don't want to use that yet. 6 fight, you say? Yeah, technically it would mean I should be going first, but we already kind of got halfway through the turn.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was
That's
only,
fine.
I wasn't honoring that at all. Come on.
Let's
Come
go
on.
ahead and block it.
Okay. Blocked. Then we've got a 5 coming from Deadpool as my teammate. It's going to be +3 because of my bonus. So we've got an 8 rolling in at Beast. It's unblockable. Maybe.
He'll take it.
All right. And then Wolverine, as the final final buddy here, is going to play an Onslaught card. It's my final attack. It's a 7 brain power plus 3 for my bonus, so a 10 onto Beast. And if it's successful, you've got to move a mission card from completed to reserve.
Who's it? Who are you attacking?
Beast again.
All right. I'll take it.
Yes.
So you're gonna move one of these from here to here.
Yeah, back to the reserve there.
Okay. So that one failed, but these 2 are gonna stay. Okay.
Have at thee. Yeah. Oh wait, we can't use specials. Only power cards. Okay.
And the team attacks.
No specials.
Do you have something else you want to do instead?
No.
All right. So this one sticks.
Just a little weenie power card. power thing.
All right. So if I hit Wolvie for 9, he gone.
That's all it takes.
Card's name?
5, 6.
All right, let's send a 6 fight attack from Heroes for Hire. White Tiger. Acts as a level 6 fighting attack. If successful, target character must discard 2 cards of an opponent's choice. Cards may be placed or in hand.
Block for 6.
Got it.
Okay. Now. Okay. Then we've got all of these. Okay. And then we've got slot sentinels. Where's the onslaught? Oh, there it is. Okay. So how about this then? How about Sentinels? Wolverine is going to be a Sentinels and play Robot Mentality, level 7 intellect attack, and we're going to swing for the fences here on Beast.
I'm going to use my Spider-Woman card.
Oh no.
May avoid 1 attack at 9 or less. May be played while in reserve.
Web stuff.
Sorry about you. Mine?
Mm-hmm.
You've done 5 thus far.
Hey.
Let's use my Heroes for Hire Black Knight. Acts as a level 3 fighting attack. May make an additional power attack. After this, neither attack may be defended with special cards.
Okay, can't defend with a special.
3 at Deadpool.
Deadpool. 3. It hits.
Sweet. I gotta make an extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use a force fighting attack at Maverick.
These are small numbers.
They are.
These are pathetic numbers. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. All is that. That's all okay.
Okay, just stay there.
Right. How many cards?
3.
Now you can concede at any time. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. But why would you?
Why would you? All right. Wolverine is going to be an onslaught. No. Wolverine. It really doesn't matter. Is going to be an onslaught with a 7. Level 7 at...
This is a Dark Enigma.
Dark Enigma, thank you. At Beast seems to be the one that I keep attacking. If it's successful, you gotta do a reserve.
Reserve? What are you talking about?
You gotta do the move to the thing.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna play a Dazzler. She's an ally. Roller Queen. Dazzler may avoid any numerical attack.
Cool.
So I think I just cancel that.
You'll Dazzle Beast.
Razzle Dazzle. NBA Jam.
Razzle Dazzle.
All right, let's send a... Four wild card. Intellect over at you. Using my Heroes for Hire. But I can count for whatever I want later.
I'll dump a 4 into it. Block it. Oh wait, I can't. It's a Wolverine card.
Not my trap card. Ryan Moore says the "gotta do the move" thing is the best Stephen quote so far.
Oh. Why do I have a second hand? Why? Why did you do this?
Porque?
You got 1 card left there?
Yep.
All right, I'm taking it.
You got it. Your turn.
Oh, yeah, it's still there. So you're currently at 11 to 5.
Yeah, and you're -1. Don't you forget.
Oh my gosh. All right, Wolverine is going to play a 4 fighting, acts as a level 4 fighting attack, and I may make an additional attack. So we're going to throw a 4 fighting over there at Beast. See if we can get on top of it.
You got it.
Additional attack. 7. Going in at the Morlocks.
You got it.
Woo!
You're at 19. Wait, this is already attached. So you're currently
Got those
this
big
round
numbers.
at 16.
16.
To my 11. The Morlocks. Gonna swing a 6 energy at Deadpool. Combo breaker. Oh no!
Play Holocaust. Avoid 1 attack.
No!
Activator. Activated. Unless that card is just Bugatti, which it may well be.
You have nothing left though, right? You just pass? Or you won't concede.
I could concede depending on how big the card is in your hand, because it's just less damage for the same result.
Yeah, and I know you don't have anything to block with, so really, you just have to ask.
Balls in my court, is it not?
If that's another one of those 11s,
Yeah, we'll keep going. Keep going.
I'll concede.
All right.
So I lose this mission card. These all stick. And then discard and draw. And you won that round, so you'll go first this round.
Turn around, I did.
I'm gonna get some more water. You need anything?
No, not a thing.
By the way, this is going much smoother.
We understand our lives now. Okay. So we got that. It's placed. That's reserved, etc. We've got this. We draw the new cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wolverine. No dupes. Deadpool. No dupes. Dark Beast. 7. No dupes. Played that last turn. Maverick. Wow. Freelance Spy. Team gains +2 to all actions. Maverick, Freelance Spy. That's all abilities? Like do my power cards just hit +2 the rest of the turn? Magician, 1 energy there. Here's a question for you, Overpower players. Why in the world would you run cards that are less than like 9? Or at least 5, your respectable stat. Did you have to have a certain spread of power cards during deck building? That's what it's like. So what were the deck building restrictions? Like, did you have a set? Does everybody have the same power cards, or do you have to, for teamworks? I guess because some people have really small stats. Well, this would be a pretty good turn, I think. Deadpool, don't lose your head. About to do some swinging. And we've got that sweet Beast card now, too. Oh, right, you're discarding duplicates. That's why. That's really why. That's really why. Yeah. For the print of anyone. Well, this Beast card looks like I should play it right away. Okay, I think I've got it. You know, this is an interesting little game. I mean, big game, I should say. There's a lot going on. It's a scary one. So what does this say? Wolverine, if I play this, can use fighting power cards 6 through 8 to avoid any attack. Okay, so even if you launch an 11 or a 20 at me, I can block it with a 6 to an 8. Okay. To eat for each hit on Wolverine's permanent record. Okay, nice. I think I've got it. 1, 1. So this has got a lot of fighting damage in it. This is a high fight deck. Does it say that on the thing? Yeah, it's just literally Marvel Fighting Battleside deck. What's the advantage of stacking the same energy types? Just you can run heroes that can just swing big attacks the whole time, like 8, 8, 7, 8. It's hard to block.
Yeah, because if you didn't have a bunch of heroes with a big fight stat, those would be dead cards once that character's gone.
Yeah. All right, and I'm going first. Did you draw your cards?
Mm-hmm.
Everything drawn. Okay. Now, placing. I'm going to place one here on Maverick.
I'm going to place Analyze on Beast. I can negate the effect of one of your special cards.
Oh, well. Beast has got to go. You can't have that. Can't, yeah, you just can't
Kick you.
have that go at all. Department H's team's successful hits made with power cards are +1 to venture total for remainder of game. I don't know. I'm gonna put.
Wait, say it again.
I don't know if do I have to play this. I put it in reserve on Department H. It's like a secret spy card.
We'll say you played it last round.
Well,
You had a turn where you just passed.
you can just play it.
We'll just say you played it. It's something for the rest of the game. Right?
Yeah, Department H team's successful hits made with power cards are +1 to venture total. So everything I hit with is +1 cumulatively. That's really good.
To your venture. So when we're counting at the end, every hit is +1.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'll place and I'll form Maverick here. Team gains +2 to all actions. I don't know. It's called Freelance Spy. Maverick Freelance Spy.
Okay.
So I think I play it and then I get +2 to everything. So I'm stacking them deep, selling them cheap here.
That's right. I'm gonna put a 7 strength here on Beast.
So the name of the game is you're trying not to lose Beast this turn.
That is the name of the game.
Is it possible though? Like, can you do it?
Can he do it? I don't know. If you have bigger than a 7, you can just swoop in there.
That's what I was thinking. I'm gonna pass. I'm done. I've done what I can do.
I'll also pass. Check this out. Wager time. You wager first.
All right, what are you gonna do? You're gonna concede and then
I'm not conceding anything. You're going down.
would I go first again if you conceded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you'd win.
These are mine, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna wager 2. No free cards here.
Now remember, so this is what I'm doing. I'm wagering 2 from my top row. So if I win, I can take 1 from here and move it straight up to my top row.
Yeah, but you won't win. How about I go? We can just try to finish the game here. Got some pretty good cards. I'm gonna go 3. Get yourself a free card there. Here we go for all the tuna.
Bumblebee tuna.
Boom, boom, boom. Wager, lost, won. Wait, I gotta get these somehow too to win, yeah?
Yeah. So that was what I was saying. You could technically venture both of these 2, and if those are the 2 you win, if you win, you can take one of these and move it straight to the top. That's how you rescue the
All right,
bottom
let me
card.
just do 2 then. Let me wager. Well, I'm gonna do 3. That's fine.
I can
It's
put it
fine.
back.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Now these are technically up here, right?
Yeah.
And those are in the middle row.
This is my middle row.
Yeah.
Bottom.
So I have 2 on my top row committed to this.
Okay. All right. Committed.
Big fight.
Big fight. Here we go.
You're first.
I'm going first. Wolverine. Sorry, Deadpool. It's gonna attack Beast. Level 10. Don't lose your head.
Get out of town.
Just try not to lose your head. Just try. Wait, does this just cancel something?
Negates the effect of any one special card played by a opponent. Is that a special
Is this
card?
an effect?
Hold on. Let me get my case study.
If that's an effect, I
I
take it
need
back.
chat.
I take it back if that's an
Where are
effect.
you at? Is your chat still working?
Yeah, I mean the effect is that it's a 10 fight, or is an effect like a little card text.
I think my chat was frozen.
I just think everybody's staring at the screen going, "What is happening?"
I know what's happening.
Yes, you could negate that, said Jason.
Aha.
So instead, here's an 8 from Deadpool.
Block it with an 8. Oh wait, I can't play it.
It doesn't have the stat.
Oh no.
That's why Beast is.
Hold on, I'll be right back. You got him.
All right.
So these cards go to your discard pile or dead pile, whatever. These go away. And then that's gonna stay for later. All right, mine.
Mm-hmm.
That was Bugatti. All right.
Got Claude.
I'm going to do with Morgulis here a 3 strength. It can only be blocked. This is called Callisto. Can only be blocked by an energy icon. Deadpool's gonna now be his name.
Block it with this multi.
You got it. Deadpool's in a tight spot because if he gets hit by something, it's a problem.
All right. We're going to go Dark Beast with Deadpool. And we're going to play remove 1 hit from the permanent record. This one. Get it out of there.
That's malarkey. All right. Mine?
Yeah. Oh, and I would have to attack you with Wolverine if that made a difference here.
It didn't.
That's why he's on the card. It's an 8.
All right. I'll send a 1 wild at you.
Come on.
We'll make it an intellect.
You got it.
Right back where we
Wait, didn't I
started.
get to swing back? I blocked the 3.
Oh, yeah,
Then I played the beast card.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Remove
right.
the hit. So it's back. Guess he's back. All right. Okay. Deadpool 10 on the Morlocks. For the knockout. 20 damage.
Got him.
Yeah.
So we'll leave that there.
Yeah.
All right, down to my heroes for hire, right?
He was laughing now.
Let's send a 3 at Deadpool. He slowed me down by an action. That's how you could knock those guys out. We're doing it, Harry.
I think Deadpool's going to go here.
Yeah, he did.
I think Deadpool's going to go.
All right, so you leave this.
Yeah,
and you can
leave
get rid
that.
of him. You can hand me those.
Dead.
Okay.
All right. Wolverine's going to send a big old 9. It's +1 for each hit on the permanent record. He's got 1 hit on his record. 9 coming in for Heroes for Hire.
Take it.
Okay.
Mine?
Yeah.
Let's swing with a 3 here.
3 on Wolverine, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's good. 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 It's good.
Wait, that doesn't go under yet.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's the thing I like the least.
Yeah.
The swamp of cards that starts in is just there until we get to clean it up. Plus, all actions here is not as good. That would have been good at the beginning. How about Maverick 1 here on Heroes for Hire? Just one. Just one.
You got it.
Hmm.
Mine?
Okay. Yeah.
Swinging 8 at Wolverine.
For all the tuna? Hmm. He did.
Thanks for playing. We also have now made a fatal flaw that chat made me realize.
Oh, yeah, the Deadpool?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just ignore the white text. We're just learning. So it's down to Maverick. Maverick versus the heroes. Well, Maverick... You currently have 9 on you. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. I'll pass. Can I pass?
You may.
Am I winning?
By a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Okay.
These go back down.
So anything that got hit gets hit. And then it's this. That's nothing.
And then you won, so those will actually advance up. And mine advance back down.
That's right. So I've got all up and all down, but nothing in the middle.
Spider-Woman comes into play. These go away.
Sabretooth in. This is gone. Anything you didn't use, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then technically you have to discard cards that you can't use.
Wolverine, can't use. Deadpool, can't use. Deadpool, can't use.
Oh my.
Maverick, can use.
Must use.
And I'm sure there's a bunch of different piles, but we don't need to worry about that right now, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So I've got a wager. So if I wager these, how do I get these 2 out of the discard?
The dig. So for every 2 here,
So I wager 4 and I get 2 up.
if you wager 4 and win, you win the game.
Yeah, okay. But at this point, shouldn't we just beat each other up?
I'm going to wager 2 here. I mean, you may as well be trying to advance to your... Because if you lose them here, the worst that happens is they go back here. They go to the middle, not even the top stage.
Oh.
Yeah, but so if you do 2 right now, you could save 1 of them, and then in next round you can do it again. Or you could try to make it all happen here, but you let me draw cards.
At the cost of 2 cards? Yeah, that's not going to
Yeah.
happen. I'm not going to do that one.
I'm not even wagering yet. All right, so placing.
Placing. To current, remove 1 hit to current battle. What could that possibly mean? Maverick, Mimic 1. Maverick's hits. So pull up Power Channel. I feel like this card is important. Power Channel with Maverick here. Do we have that up? I'll take a look and see if we can get it, because you guys might have some.
What up, Tim?
help here. Anyway, it says remove 1 hit. It's called Power Channel. Remove 1 hit from Maverick's hits to current battle. Can you just tell me what you think that means?
Say it again.
Remove 1 hit from Maverick's hits to current battle. Does that mean remove 1 hit that he has made in this battle to...
I have no idea.
Let's see. 1 that is not underneath. Current battle is from this round. Okay. Okay. And is it something that
okay. So when
he's been hit?
When he's been hit, you can get rid of one of the hits.
Remove 1 of the hits that
Before
he's
it
been
gets
hit by.
assigned to him
before it's
permanently.
assigned at the end of the round. And then may... Okay. Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay. Placing. Are you placing anything? Am I placing?
You're
I gotta
first, 'cause
place.
you
Yeah,
won.
I gotta place. Sabretooth has a teamwork already. Wow. Okay, Maverick, you're gonna get Maverick's going to get a 4. 4 wild power card there.
I'm gonna put a White Tiger Heroes for Hire on Heroes for
What
Hire.
does that say?
That's the 6. If I succeed, I can make you discard 2 cards.
Okay. Then I can have one universe card, one
Yep.
of...
One of each type, basically.
What are the types, though? Heaven forbid.
Power card, universe card, and special.
Power, universe, and special. So this is a universe. So let's put a power card there. Power card. 1 wild. Just gonna let you know that it's all here.
I'll pass.
I have a duplicate 4. Where's the duplicate 4?
Did you have another one of these in your hand?
Uh-uh. This one maybe?
Then Colby said, "Oops, no."
Nope. Okay, good. Pass.
Wager.
Wager.
I got 2
2 as well. 2 topsies.
to try to rescue. Okay.
Yeah.
You're first.
Okay. All right. Have a piece of this.
Picture this.
Saber-tooth.
A combo breaker.
A 6 strength.
Teamwork.
Wait, no, wrong. Not even happening. Saber-tooth. A 8 fighting to use, 6 fighting attack, go into heroes for hire.
Can't have that happening. I'm going to play a Jubilee.
Uh-oh, here come the fireworks.
That is correct. I'm going to play Troublemaker. Avoids all attacks from 1 teamwork card. Or a target hero must discard 1 placed teamwork card.
Doing it. Oh, wait, no, you got to choose. I don't choose, you
I'm
choose.
going to choose that one.
Okay.
Get it out.
Fine.
Mine?
Yeah.
I'm going to do a teamwork card myself. 8 strength to use, so Heroes for Hire will use it. It's a 6 strength attack coming at Maverick.
6 strength at Maverick. And you got 1 other teammate there. Can I use this power channel now, or do I have to do that on my turn?
I don't know.
Probably have to do it on my turn. Remove 1 hit from Maverick's hits to current battle.
Yeah, you do it on your...
When I actually play the card. Yeah, it happened.
Okay. Then I'll follow up with Spider-Woman doing the energy attack for 4 because it's +2.
Oh, no.
Look at that Black Cat looking awesome.
That's going to be the end of it, right? Because you have no more teammates?
That's the end of this combo striker, but if this hits, you're KO'd.
Yeah, I've got to block it here.
Yeah.
Ha!
Got it. So this one gets stopped. And then it's over to you.
Over to me. Well, this is when this happens. Maverick Power Channel. Remove this. Make 1 attack with any card in hand of equal or less value than removed hit. What's the value of this hit?
6.
All right. Have a 3 coming at Heroes for Hire.
You're out of cards.
Maybe.
You're about to concede.
Yes.
Let's block it here.
Okay.
And then now I get a swing.
You got the swing.
All right, we'll put an 8 strength attack here.
8 strength attack there. Works.
Okay, it stays there.
Right. Saber-tooth. 1 on Heroes for Hire.
Block it.
Oh my gosh.
And then I'll swing.
In all form.
6 here with White Tiger.
Yeah.
So it hits, and when it does...
Well, can I block with this thing?
Yeah, of course you can.
Can you?
You should block with that, yeah.
I can?
Because I would make you discard it if you don't.
All right.
Yeah, it's just an attack.
It's a universe card. It's not a power attack card.
I think you can still block with it.
I don't know, man. There's all sorts of rules not written in this rule book.
Oh,
No.
they're saying nope.
Yeah, no.
So then when it hits, it says that character must discard 2 cards of your choice.
I did it.
I got you. 1.
Honored.
And that stays there. Okay.
Okay.
So then end
got
of
it.
round, those attach. Yeah. These move up. Yours go down.
I'm gonna go down. These
Yeah.
guys?
The ones you wagered.
Yeah.
And then I have to go first.
Down to medium?
Yeah, down to mid territory.
And then we draw the more cards.
Wow. This will be an interesting one.
How many things are dead? Don't let things die. Rule number 1. Oh, I think this should have been under here. Yes. Ding. Okay. All right. Hey, this isn't bad. I've got all sorts of weird things to be done.
All right, I have to discard this because it's a beast card. And then I'll place this 5 strength, the Hulk, Heroes for Hire card.
What's it do?
Acts as a level 5 strength. May play 1 additional special card this round.
Gross. All right, let's put a little combo card under there just to let you know.
The
that it's
combo
possible.
breaker.
Just letting you know that it's possible.
All right, I'll pass.
We're just gonna go for it here, aren't we?
The end is nigh. Bill, you ever heard of him?
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to sock it to you.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Combo breaker. All right.
Huh. Well, look at this though.
By the way, the middle level is called reserved. Completed, failed, reserved.
Reserved.
I get it.
I'm good. All
right.
Are we placed? We
I'll
placed.
wager 2 from my middle pile.
Honestly, what? Two as well.
Yeah.
We're just fighting.
We are just fighting.
This is not.
It's a back. It's
here
like
yet.
it's a lever over here that might work, but like you just have to tend the garden every so often.
Yeah, when you're good at this point, it's probably very tense and.
Yeah, like it's like in poker when you don't know what your odds are and you're just putting chips in the middle. Like, ah. Okay. So I go first.
Sure.
Sure. I am Sentinels.
Oh no.
Acts as a level 7 intellect attack.
Not the weird cards.
If it hits, you're
That's
gone.
a special card, is what that's called.
That is
right?
a special card. Robot mentality.
All right. Do we have anything that can do anything about that? Exactly. Block with an 8.
Get out of town.
He's laughing now. This fighting deck. +2 to all actions. Is that everything I do?
Yep. For the round. Team? Yeah, your whole team gets +2 to all actions.
That seems very good. Does that seem good to you?
Yeah.
Does it mean that I can defend with things like whether their 4s are now 6s on defense? Is that an action?
I think your actions are what you're doing on your turn.
Okay.
A defense is a reaction.
Okay.
But like every card you play is a +2 value, which is really good.
And how many cards you got? You still got a full hand there, right?
5.
All right, let's give everyone a +2. Let's see what happens here. It's a big gamble. I'll put it out here so that we remember.
Cards in hand?
5, 4, 1 less than you, the same amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards.
1 less than you, the same amount. 8, 12.
Well, Colby says attack and defense on the +2.
Yeah, many crikers. All right, well, let's do this. I'm Wolverine. It's an 8 physical attack.
You get the +1 for your Heroes for Hire being damaged twice?
I doubt it.
Yeah, you do. +1 free. Oh, on Wolverine. No, no, you're not Wolverine.
I'm not. I've wanted to be my whole life, but I'm not.
It's an 8 damage special attack?
Yep. Just enough to knock you out.
Wait a minute.
hold the 5.
Is that a power card? No. Would you play one of those already? All right. It did not work.
Oh.
Avoiding power cards does not matter.
All right, so you get knocked out, but this is still in play.
All right. This is still a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, let's do this.
And these now die immediately, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man.
My trap card. Oh, the teamwork. Nice. So that's dead, right? That's a dead card, right? Right.
There's nothing as devastating when you get 3 to 6 games into a game where you know what you're doing and that you're really excited about every game, and then to just make devastatingly small but big mistakes.
All right, here we go.
You can keep those to bluff. I don't know that you're short 2 cards.
They're gone. Sabretooth is an X-Man, which means that it's a 4 energy, fighting, or strength, or intellect, and I can make an additional attack. It's going after heroes for hire. Your favorite. It's going to be a 4 energy. I don't know if there's anything that matters there. Additional attack coming up.
Well, that's... Can I use this to block?
Yeah.
Block for 5.
You did. Okay, additional attack says... Onslaught. Wait, gotta play it from hand. Onslaught. It's gonna do...
Oh, wait. Special cards can't be used to block unless it says on the card.
Oh, right on.
So I'll block with this 5. Now it's my turn though, right? Because I blocked.
No, I make an additional attack.
Oh
off of
yeah,
that
there you
thing.
go, there you go.
Oh wait, it's +2. Don't sleep on that.
You know what? Okay, so I won't block with a 5.
6. It's a 6.
I'm gonna play Jubilee.
Oh my gosh. She's the most annoying X person.
Teammate may avoid 1 attack. So I avoid that attack.
Cool. Very nice.
You can't see me? See my
I
fireworks?
like those cards that just cancel other cards. All right, here comes Onslaught. Is that right? Yeah. Onslaught. 5, 6, 7. 7 damage attack there. It'll count as both a energy and strength hit if successful.
Long shot.
Oh my gosh.
Avoid 1 attack.
This is the worst deck. All right, cool.
Got him. All right, mine.
Yeah.
Let's do a 5 attack at you.
Hits. This hit over here, right?
Yeah, that's just hanging out.
All right. Holocaust. 7 energy onto heroes for hire. If it hits, I remove a hit from my permanent record.
That's the one I should have avoided. It hits.
All right, 7 hits. This one's gone.
Yeah.
Take that one out of it.
Well, it's not your permanent record.
Oh, this one then.
Still not.
Where the cards go?
I
Where do the
don't
cards
know.
go?
All right.
Tell me already.
Let's swing with this 5.
You got it.
Great. Your action.
I'm pretty much gonna concede here, right?
You definitely concede. Yeah.
Okay.
So I get these. You lose those.
Yeah.
These attach. This goes away.
You're gone.
That's gone.
Gone.
This attaches, and he's at 14.
That's right. Sabretooth has the goods. I haven't seen a lot of
discard that.
Sabretooth cards.
I had the card I needed to knock you out if you didn't concede.
Concession. The ultimate in strategy.
Can't play that.
Just forget about your dupes.
I have an event.
Oh no.
4, 5, 6. I need 2 more.
Man, there's no Sabretooth cards in this thing.
Avengers attack headquarters. Limited in their ability to penetrate the vast security systems of Avengers Mansion, the heroes were forced to reevaluate their plan of attack. No energy power cards may be played this battle. Affected power cards are not discarded. So you can't play energy power cards,
Just get rid of that.
but you also can't discard them.
No energy power cards.
Yep.
No, I can't play them at all. Not even to defend stuff.
Neither of us can play them.
Cool. Does that hurt you or me more? Probably don't have a lot of energy if that's in your deck. And then again,
Dude, look at this Howard Duck card.
wow, that's really getting to the scraping the cannon there. Okay, so you're the first player, right? You won the last one.
That's right. We'll put.
Oh, we got to place stuff, don't we?
Yeah, I'll place this rescue operation on Spider-Woman card. Teammate may avoid one attack of 9 or less.
I've got a dupe, man. How am I gonna win if I keep drawing the same cards?
How am I supposed to win if you never move back?
I'm gonna put an energy attack on Sabretooth because I can't play it.
I like that art.
So I might do it later. You know, later when I'm not dead.
Okay, I'll pass.
Done.
So does this prevent me from playing anything that has energy on it, even if it's or? I assume so.
No, only if you're making an energy. You can't make an energy, right? That's got to be. An energy power card is an energy power card when you make it one, right?
We'll see. I'm going to wager 2 from the middle. By the way, I'm super close, because if I get these 2 up here, I just need to get this 1 from downtown.
Okay.
And then I'm out of here.
I've also got 2 here in the middle there.
Okay, champion says only energy power cards, so straight E only.
Okay. Do your worst.
All right. How much health you got left?
One hit on the multi KO or the also 10 health.
Okay. I see. Interesting. All right, let's do this. I'm going to play an ally, Trish Tilby.
I've never seen these cards.
6 of any power to use, acts as a 1 intellect attack, and then a teammate must play a special card. So the Heroes for Hire are going to play this for a 1 intellect, and then she's going to have to play a special.
And I can't get rid of this, you're saying, because of that card you played. And so if this hits, I'm done for, right?
I don't know if you can play that or not.
Is it playing it? Is blocking it playing it? Or is it coming into play? What does you mean in this game?
The hero who's doing the thing. Can he block with that Black Cat card?
Can you block with an energy card when Avengers are attacking headquarters?
I'll try
No.
to keep this straight.
Smart
There's
Money
no
says
way.
no, you cannot do that. So I'm probably just not going to. But I would love
Can't
to.
use the energy for defense. Yeah.
Okay. And if I don't block, I'm dead.
Yep.
All right, block with a 4.
Okay.
Now you play another special
And
there.
I play the Spider-Woman special, which I'll do Psionic Attack. It's a 7, but it's a multi, so you know,
Block with a 7.
you got it.
Five there.
Well, really?
Yeah.
You got it.
All right. Don't play a big card. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Let's go a 7. It won't get rid of you, but it's close.
It hits.
All right, it stays there.
Concede.
Oh, he's out.
I gotta be
I
out.
see. You're just sinking the hits in.
I'm trying.
All right. See, I might win by this mission accomplished.
You may
You
well
pull a
do
GW Bush.
it. Yeah. Get on that aircraft carrier already. The people are waiting.
I decked myself too. Look at us. That
Yeah, me
goes
too.
away.
What happens? We gotta worry about the piles
So
now?
you basically go through and get all your basic power cards and shuffle them back in.
Okay, so those are the ones that come back.
Yeah.
That's handy. So now we're just slugging it out.
And this goes away.
Okay, cool. So all the big numbers.
Yeah, so now you also know you're going to draw 8 cards of just...
Well, I drew
Juice.
7, and then I reshuffled. So I've got one juice, one juice card. But I'm hoping it's a bunch of saber tooth specials because I haven't really seen anything. And it is Maverick, nothing. Team attack, do I need to... I guess I'll bluff that.
I had to discard 1.
Oh, but they're
2
worthless.
Great.
Worthless, man.
Well, don't you see?
Okay, cool. Well, that's fine. I mean, the one that lets a teammate defend
Oh,
an
actually,
attack,
I have to
not
discard
great.
that because it's in reserve. I had to discard 2.
Wait a minute. So I've got this. Well, I'll wait. Maybe we gotta have tactics and things. Okay, placing cards. Placing cards.
No, I won, so I have to place first.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll pass. I'm here to knock you out.
Teamwork or discard is unusable now. Okay, for me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you're passing. I mean, I'm passing because if I concede, you win, right? Not yet. Well, once you wager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just passing on placing.
Yeah, I don't want to place anything.
And then I'll wager these 2. So if I win the fight, I win the game. If I knock you out, I win the game.
All right, I'll wager. I don't even know how the piles went. It never mattered. I'll wager 1 or 2.
Yeah.
All right, and then you're first.
Combo breaker. All right, let's play a universe teamwork. It's a 6 strength attack.
Need to block that one.
But you're so close to knocking both of my characters out.
Would this block it? It says 6 any power.
Yep, that
Is
is
that a
exactly
fancy card?
Right, yep. So then I'll follow it up with a... Wait, I can't play that. Sorry. Because I have to be able to do one of the other 2.
Ah, right.
So I'll do this instead. I'm going to do a 6 energy with this other teamwork card.
All right, 6 on. Blocked.
Okay, now I can follow it up with this card. So they will follow up with a 9 strength attack.
9? That's high. I can't do anything about that. I've got an 8 though.
Oh no, you're +2, right? Or what? What's
No,
the
that was
plus?
from like a million turns ago. It was only for the turn. +2 to everything.
Oh,
No.
Knockout
The
victory.
teammate may avoid 1 fighting attack. That'd be nice to have none of the last card of the deck.
not at the very end.
All right, hey, that was Overpower. We did it.
I-
We sunk right in there.
I do get it a lot more. Obviously, that second game made a lot more sense. But you can feel the age.
Here's the question. You got to ask this question. It's a classic question. So, the game really is revolving. Let's talk about it for a second.
You gotta talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's crack this one open. So the game really is revolving around the idea that you have 3 characters that are fighting with a 4th in reserve. So it's really a character fight. And that's probably how it started as far as like design and development is concerned. And the way that you fight is you have a combination of a hero's special attacks that they're known for doing, of course, and then generic attacks that work with everybody. And that's also the generic attacks, how you do most of your fighting and your blocking. And then you can knock somebody out by having 3 different types of attacks or just burying them in 20 damage. And then when you knock all of your opponent's stuff out, you're gone. So that's like the engine of the game. And then you introduce the wagering system where it gives you the opportunity to win without knocking something out.
Yeah. Well, and I think it mainly puts a time pressure.
Yeah.
It allows you to add the concede
Yeah.
factor, and that's almost like folding a hand with big and small blinds in poker.
Absolutely doing that. Yeah.
So like you have to always put 1 card in, And then if it's a bad hand for you or a bad round or it went weird, you can concede before the fight starts. You can concede in the middle of the fight.
Yeah.
And that literally, it's like in Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you can fold after the big and little blind. You always have the one in.
And you kind of control the blind a little bit because, like, if you place 3 or 4 cards, your fold gets way better. Like, if I place a bunch and you're like, I placed 2, then it's like, well, now I'm just going to do 1 and
But
concede.
if you keep placing, it incentivizes me to keep placing.
Right.
But there's a limit on what you can place. And then essentially the further we get into a round, if it looks like I'm going to lose, conceding lets me not take just a beating.
Yeah.
But also, like, I've put a lot more cards into it now. And, like, I'm still going to lose. So, like, if you're conceding mid-fight, it's gone wrong.
It's gone wrong. Yeah.
But that is really interesting. I've never seen a game where you can bail out like that.
I like the concept a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like we could get there where we fully understood it. You imagine, it feels like it's going to be one of those Doomtown high-level games where, like, you really don't have any idea what's happening if you were watching, like, really high-level Overpower. But one card would get played or placed, and it'd be like, okay, concede the round, moving on to the next one. It's like, okay, he drew this, you got that. Some of your hands are probably place and concede hands. So I was like, these are perfect cards to be placing.
It's almost like in, you know what it is? I know exactly what it's like. So in Flesh and Blood, when you're basically deciding between, like, building your board and placing an arsenal,
Yeah.
it's less
Obvious.
it's less apparent. Like,
Yeah.
it's more abstract. It's more foggy, right? Eric on the podcast had that word for that, which is like
Oh, yeah, it was.
he was talking about
Fog of war
conquest,
kind of a
where it's
thing.
basically like the connection between what you're doing and why it's making you win is a little more separated in conquest.
Yeah.
Which for card gamers is really exciting because, like,
Yeah.
you have to solve that puzzle. But in this game, it's like, as compared to Flesh and Blood, it's like in Flesh and Blood, when I play a potion and put a card in arsenal, that was a build turn.
Yeah.
So I think in this game, when you get good at it, it's like place, concede.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm looking at what you're doing and what's going on. It's like, this is not a good fight for me.
Yep.
The next round is place, concede. And, like, it's going back and forth till we're both willing. It's just like poker, right?
Mhm.
It's literally, it's so much like poker under the surface.
Because eventually we both have stacks on the board, and we're like, now it's almost like that chess thing where it's like, do you want to trigger the exchanges now or not?
Yeah. And it's just, but the same as in poker, right? So, like, you put in the small blind, I put in the big blind.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, is this the hand where, like, I'm going to put in 10 chips to see what the flip's going to be?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, or do I actually put in 10 chips before the flip to make my opponent
Think that it's this good.
think that
they
it's
shouldn't even
happening?
try.
And so, like, it's the kind of thing that we're like, it's a good rep. Poker's such a good comparable for this game, weirdly. I would never have expected that.
I would lean into that a lot harder if I were
Yeah.
to take it back into the lab. Someone to
But,
reboot
like,
it.
The pushing and the bluffing element
Mm-hmm.
only works when people know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, I feel like when we were
Exactly.
playing, it's like, you may as well just throw all your cards at
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things out of the 90s, two things, you mentioned it earlier that I wanted to mention is games in 95 weren't necessarily asking how are we going to make this still super easy to design for and playable in 2020.
Right, of course.
Because they weren't thinking 20 years, no game had been around for 20 years like that. Secondarily is like, and maybe it exists. I don't know if it existed or it does exist, but, like, there's so many, it was very difficult for me to grasp the logic of the game.
Yeah.
From, like, a rules systems structure where it's like, it's intuitive that this is how this works. Because, like, look at this power card. It's an 8.
Yeah, it's an 8.
So, like, it gives me very little inclination as to, like, can this attack? Is it also a blocking card? What's the timing on that? Even when we were like, can I block with this?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it looks kind of just like this
It
card.
looks the same.
So-
It's got that yellow border. It's
and
the
of all the
difference.
text to put on it, it's like not putting, can't be used.
Can't be used to block. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can put that on all the effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I really like to think about it in the terms of it's a superhero fight, and you're both executing it, but then you're also betting on the result. And the game can reward you for both things. So if you're really good on executing on a turn, you might just knock your opponent out. If you're really good on betting on what's happening, then you might not be that great at, like, actually resolving the turn, but you can at least recognize that, like, this isn't the one that I want to fight out. So then I can place, I saw there were some tactics around, like, if your opponent already has a special card in their reserve, like placed on one of their heroes, then that's a good time to like place some things on your stuff and then sweep their hand and hope that there was all these special cards for that hero that they couldn't place. And so now they're in the discard. And so at a high level, you're going to be seeing what you got on those concessions. And it's like, oh man, I just ripped 3 of those Magneto specials.
Yeah.
That means I don't have to worry about this, which means I can now press the advantage.
Yeah. I mean,
meta heavy game.
It's even like in a light comparable. It's like when I fold and realize you had pocket aces or you had the straight.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm glad that I folded there because I didn't cost myself. I also think it's kind of interesting. The only difference between the heroes are these stat lines, right? It's very simple, and they have their signature cards.
And their signature cards, of course, yeah.
But like this 2 with Black Cat sitting here next to the Sabretooth with 2 energy. And like deck construction is really interesting too, because you essentially have 4 heroes that you want their stats to align in a way where they can all play the big cards.
Yeah.
But then you need to have the other cards because that's how you get the Spectrum knockouts.
And you also don't want to discard dupes. If you have all 8 fighting cards, and then it's like, oh, I just drew 3 of them. Like,
that's totally true. So I assume that hero composition, who starts on your bench, how many cards from the benched character to even put in, because your opponent might not knock any out till they're knocking 3 out. And then which level of energy cards to put in, because you want to maximize the numbers, but also need to make sure they're playable. Because if you get down to Sabretooth and you have a bunch of 4 energy cards, he can't play them.
Right. Problematic.
So like that's really interesting.
And then you have these cards like Government Operative. Teammate avoids 1 fighting attack while Sabretooth is in reserve. So if on my first turn I'm dropping that in, I think your game all of a sudden is like, this is way worse now because you got the 1 card that you really wanted to have him sitting in reserve cancel any 1 attack.
So I don't want to bring
So
him
now
off the
I
bench.
probably want to try to press the advantage before you can even the scales, because it's going to be constant scales of where the advantage is. And getting this set up like first turn is going to be very important.
But it's a teammate too, right? So like if he was on the table with that card down,
now that's the target. Like Spider-Woman at the end there, it's like I can't even attack the other character because you can block one of the attacks.
That's exactly right. So I mean, it's interesting.
It's cool stuff.
It's definitely doing things that you don't see a lot of games doing. It, like most 90s card games, I feel like it has moxie.
Yeah.
And so it's willing to do things that I don't think a lot of games would do right now. And it's clear that there's a lot you could learn of 25 years of card game development.
Yeah.
Even templating and the tiny little white text on the card, it's like that would not ever happen today. But at the same time, these look like comic book cards.
It's cool.
In 95. So like when you're trying to make that transition from comic book shop cards in 93, and it's like, do you want the Marvel pack that's just the shiny Silver Surfer maybe, or the one you can actually do something with?
Dude, if you roll into the comic store and somebody's sitting down playing this and you've not seen it before, it's a revolution.
Yeah.
I mean, this would have taken over my life in that situation.
I think if we had found this like 96, 97, it would have...
It has that sticking power to it,
Yeah.
where you're just kind of like, I could definitely see how I would want to build and tweak a deck for this endlessly.
And I also assume too, acknowledge this, that I was probably a goal when they were releasing it, but like this is the kind of game 10-year-olds could play.
Yeah, sure.
So like if we had found it when we were 10, we could have actually stuck
We could have
with
just
it.
kind of like, kind of gotten through it and operated it, not well, but we would have operated it for sure. That number is equal to that number.
When I compare the other things I could have done in 95 or 96, it's like Miller CCG. A 10-year-old me would have checked right out.
Yeah.
Star Wars CCG.
Yeah.
10-year-old me tried.
Yeah.
And it was not good until 13 or 14. You had Magic. Of course, Magic was happening, but like if you're not into Magic, or if your parents don't want you to play D&D or Magic like I did, this would have been... I'm glad I didn't, because I'm happy where I ended up, where I am now. But like, I almost wish Kid Me could have found this.
This would have been it.
Because this would have been, and this also could have been a game I could have gotten my older brothers to play.
Yeah.
They weren't playing Pokemon. Like 15-year-old brother is like, nah, I'm good with the little creatures game.
As you're saying, Champion's saying here that my 8-year-old loves this game. So there you go. That's the idea. I think the coolest mechanic to me, and one that we didn't fully appreciate, is definitely the bidding mechanic. And if I were even, so like you think about the Netrunner reboot that happened with Android Netrunner. If I was writing on the whiteboard, like what is the one mechanic that we need to like make it about? I think it's the bid and the pitching your hand and really making that as central as possible, which it probably is when you're good at it. But I would like to be hit in the face with it a little bit more upfront about this.
Basically, like it's impossible not to interplay with this mechanic.
Yeah.
Even when you're first starting and you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
There's no, like in poker, it makes it really evident, right? Because it's like you have 100 chips.
Yeah.
And every hand you play or don't play, you're losing 1 chip. And so like you eventually have to play. But like I have my stack of chips here, and it's just very obvious. This is what I'm doing the whole time.
Yeah.
That one kind of felt like you don't. If that was the only way to win,
I wonder how, like, even just making it way harder to take heroes off the board. Like, you know, things that immediately come to mind is you just remove the reserve. That doesn't seem to be a mechanic that's adding anything fundamentally to that system.
I think you could also, as weird as this, old players are going to hate this.
Of course.
But if you just got rid of the Spectrum knockout.
Get rid of the Spectrum knockout. You can pump him to 40 health. I mean, let's make it a battle. And then make it all about these wagers.
That alone obviously changes it. But I'm sure people would like, you know.
It's not the way the game has currently been designed. So none of the cards would work, of course. But if I was rebooting it, like I would seriously look at that kind of a situation where you can consistently, like, a knockout is super rare. You know, it's like this thing has gotten beaten up in the game.
Because, you know, I consistently felt like I'm gonna try to knock you completely out. And if I happen to win by cards, I will do it. But if I had to win by cards, I would care about it a little bit more. Like, I wouldn't be able to just kind of like, oh, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. At the end, I was just kind of like,
yeah, and you have to wager 1. And if you really don't want to wager more than 2 because you're giving your opponent free cards. So, like, it's almost like, well, I'm going to wager 1 if I think I'm going to lose and 2 if I don't. And then I'm not thinking about this stack of cards anymore.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely, I'll say this, for 1995, a 25-year-old game,
it's cool.
Super playable. I totally get it.
Cool.
And I think it was a cool game.
Thanks so much, Coley. Thanks for sharing this with us. This is great.
Appreciate it. Thanks everyone for hanging with us.
I would definitely play this again, you know. I would get, if you had like the core set that we could just build from.
Yeah, for sure.
Feel free to buy it for me.
Well, hey, if you haven't been following us Thursdays, we throw back on Thursdays to old games like this. So we'll be live many Thursdays from now playing all sorts of
Still
stuff.
a competitive tournament scene with this one. So if you like what you see, I saw there was some online play too. I'm sure you can look that up and find it. And a lot of these old games, if you see it, it probably has people keeping it around, which is one of the coolest things. So check it out. Check it out if you're interested. And I'm sure some of the products are cheap, although I don't know that. Take care, everyone.
Who knows? See ya.
We'll see you later.